Hey everybody, welcome back to ADDnD.
What's up?
Sorry about last week. Yeah, the abrupt end of last week, but I was sick. My beautiful daughter, the youngest of my daughters, decided to give me the plague.
Passing the buck to his own beautiful one.
Oh, they're all beautiful. She's a small beautiful one. But I was sitting there, and I don't know if you look back at the video, I think I'm doing this number. Because I was about to hurl. And so I apologize for that, but everyone's feeling good this week, right? Yeah. And if not, we're going to do this anyway.
Only a little bit dead inside, but that's normal.
That's not dead inside.
So we want to thank you guys for tuning out this week. Thank Ogre and Centralist Media for allowing us to do this. Thanks our wonderful, beautiful, lovely players for all coming every week and using their time to play this awesome game of D&D that we have. So last week we found our characters back in Knightsbridge after they had brought back a tomb that they had gone to get in some ruins down in the southern portion of the continent that they're on. And they went back to the mage Vincent to deliver the book and decided to do some shopping. So that's where we're going to find our heroes today. And so we'll just get into it. And we'll start with Vazra. Vazra, your character. So you've been sitting on the small little girl, the one that they call Callie Pie. She has her legs crossed and your head on one of her legs as she's like tattooing the symbol, this arcane symbol that you purchased from her. She hasn't said anything since the initial few seconds that you spoke to her originally. It's been a long time. You've kind of like, in between the pain, you're used to tattoos, so you've kind of drifted a little bit and then, come back. She's been very delicate, very, very gentle. And then eventually you just feel the pain kind of like stop. And you feel her scoot out from under you. And you hear her feet go.
Is everything alright?
You look up and she's in a corner on one of like the feathery beds that's in the room. And she goes, "It's done now. You can come back tomorrow. And we'll do more sessions."
Excellent, thank you. I'll go to leave.
Okay.
Did I know where they went?
Suddenly, from the ether, you hear a drunk Laren go, "Hey, we're at the copper pot!"
You were at ascending. So yeah, you know where they were.
Noted.
So, and we'll say that you make your way back to the copper pot just in time to hear the raucous laughter of the group. You all see Vazra emerge. Bob's sitting there and he's just he's been listening to your stories. Good, little tear in his eye. Little chuckle in his mouth.
Is it packed in here or is it just us?
No, it's just you guys. Oh no, it was because you had a drinking contest. Yeah, for a day drinking, man. Like it's not even evening yet, and there's like some people in here.
Oh yeah.
So Bob's happy.
Sweet, it's a party.
Yeah, it is. People are starting to get lit, and it's not even like happy hour. So
Lit and can't quit, baby.
Common stumbles up to you with like 3 pints. He's like, "Vazra, it's good to see you.
Good to see you.
You should take one of these."
You know that I
I
can't.
know you can. I chug all 3 of them.
So yeah, all of your friends look smashed, except I don't know. That
I've been
Yet?
No, you were barely drunk.
But
Yeah.
She's super.
she out-drunk everyone.
Yeah, but she got a lot of really high
Objection.
rolls. So the
Sure.
last thing you said was that she was feeling it.
You're
but
feeling it
like,
this year. You're good. You're good.
From a player to DM standpoint, I have been drinking enough to feel it, but not enough to reveal my entire tragic backstory.
Okay, cool. So, yeah, Laren and Kalika, they look all right. The rest of them, like Fabian's going, "Oh."
Because you don't drink.
No, he doesn't.
He's only drinks like
Twice.
I'm literally like, huh? Like,
Harambe has a little pint.
Oh god.
And Common is
it's not good.
Common is 3 sheets to the wind.
Not very
Yes.
good for monkeys to drink.
Maybe you shouldn't
away
have
from
given
the
your
bar,
monkey
hitting
a
on
drink.
human.
You're hanging on a
I
human,
think
I'm
you just
hitting
found
on a
it
human,
somewhere.
like,
hitting on a
away
random
from
human.
He's not
Just a
he's
random
not the
dude,
monkey.
I'm
He's
just
an
like,
ape.
"Hey, boy."
You are hitting on Stacy's John.
He is the only person.
Well, it's a guy named John, and he's like,
The bar's packed. There's not anyone else.
Well, no, there's a lot of
John.
tabaxi in this town. It's mostly cat people.
Okay,
Yeah.
fine. I'm hitting on a tabaxi.
okay, there's quite a few.
Come here,
Sorry.
kitty.
I would be careful.
Kalika's being more of a bard than the bard is.
Paladin life, man.
Yeah, paladin life. Gotta slut it up.
Bartender goes, "Can I get you anything?" Well, I see your friend already got you 3.
Yes,
Oh, don't you know, actually, you get 3
You
more.
got free food. actually.
He goes
okay,
back.
so this is all taken care of.
Free food.
That is all I need.
It's free food.
Free food,
Free food.
not drinks.
Free food.
Free.
The drinks
Food.
are uncommon.
Yeah, all right.
So you notice Vazra has a new tattoo on her. It was right here, right? Like round
Right
the
on the
side.
skull.
Cut the hair off.
Yeah.
Put it here.
And it's like this blue tattoo, and it looks like an eye, but it has inside of it all these tiny little runic letters. But it's not fully like. It looks like kind of like the top part's been done with the runic letters, but not like the bottom portion.
Are they like
of it yet.
draconic runes?
What's the thing on your skull?
It's a new thing.
You're getting an enchantment.
I think it looks really good, Fazra.
Well, thank you. I do
Yeah.
appreciate it.
It is looking good already.
So, have you guys like burned anything down, killed anyone, broke anything?
We have
Yeah.
drinking competition.
Unfortunately, it's been pretty tame.
Yeah, it's all been pretty tame.
Kalika won. It was great.
She's
You
a
have any
champion,
leftover
she
money
is.
that you want to put in the pot?
Yes. But
There's a bunch of ladies that go. "Yeah!"
We got
They, like,
a
have a bunch of coins on their table.
got
There's a bunch of
go.
men going like, "Ugh." Like, on the
I
side.
love that so many people bet on me and I lost. So F all of them.
We should have done
And I didn't even have to use like the
Yeah.
inspirations and shit. It was dope.
yeah,
No.
the dice gods smiled upon you.
500. Guys, we now have a lot of gold. It's great. Yay!
Thank you for letting me use what I had.
It's good.
How much do I owe the bartender now that I've paid?
Now
for
the
these
tab's
drinks?
about 10 silver.
Okay.
Yeah,
I can do that. 420.
not too bad. I mean, he's just doing common,
You mean
Greg.
1 gold piece?
He's doing the actual common that you had
the
before.
piss poor ale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you want something better, we can negotiate. But he's just been giving you guys straight ale.
Yeah.
Yes!
Samuel Adams.
It's good ale.
How much food can you give me?
How much food?
As much as you'd like. Would you like your own pheasant?
Sure.
They've already eaten one piece. So you
Bring
might as
me
well
all
too.
of your eggs and bacon.
All of the
Pheasant out here for
I'll have
the Queen of Shadows.
a quote.
To the Queen of Shadows!
Hash brown.
So he brings out a nice pheasant. It has like, some corn on the cob and everything with it, and pops down an ale in front of you.
I appreciate you. I'm just gonna start chowing down. I'm not gonna touch the ale, but
Bob goes, "Oh, well, I appreciate you too."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got common and shield.
That
We
makes
got
pretty.
Kalika, this really cool looking armor. Yeah.
You look amazing.
I talked to a guy about elves.
what kind
What
of
happened to your
elf?
accent?
He's drunk. He's
Is hidden behind all of the things.
Bad decisions.
Bad decisions.
You guys are going to be so hungover. Everyone fix you.
Nah, it's alright. We ain't cowards.
Sure, certainly.
Who says I'm a coward? I will fight anyone in this bar.
You fought anyone in this bar, eh?
No, there's no fighting
Except
in this
you.
bar. You take it outside.
I love you too much to
Queen
fight.
of Shadows.
Get
Get your people. There's no fighting in this bar. I gave you each a pheasant.
Don't worry.
This is a buttload of pheasants.
Yay.
Gosh.
Just out of curiosity, I posed to the bar. Is anyone else here up for a brawl? Fisticuffs? Eh?
There's a guy that's sitting beside you, and you talk to him, and he goes,
No, here, Kalika.
"What?"
We don't do that. You don't do that. Here.
not strong enough. Not strong enough.
Are you a man or are you a man?
Street.
Fight this man!
Yeah, you want another pheasant? We can't fight.
It's alright, man. I slapped
It's
him.
just like, what?
I slapped him on the back. He's like, it's alright. I'm not really looking for a fight. It's okay.
"What?"
Hey.
How many Batu are in this town?
I pass him an ale.
All right, cool.
There's one. What's here?
Hey!
And then some music strikes up in the corner, and everyone kind of starts, heading off and they're dancing and stuff like that.
Hell.
Starting to pick up for the evening.
Yeah.
You guys are feeling like you guys can go to sleep now at this point. Like the way that you are, most of you. Bazzer, Laren, Kliega, you guys are good for
We didn't only get into
the
town
rest of you.
today.
Yeah.
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 I did.
Yeah, you went to Vincent's for a while, chatted, and then you went, Ricky and gave.
Shopping spree.
What was it, chapter 5?
Get in,
Were you up to
bitches.
that?
4, I think.
4,
Yes.
yeah, okay.
4, I think.
Yeah, chapter 5 was the good one. Yeah, that was the one that you're holding hostage. So,
It's great.
so yeah, you guys have eaten. You have your fill. It's great. Good ale. You're not really feeling anything. Yeah, I mean you only had 1 ale. You can keep drinking if you'd like.
Oh no, Vassar doesn't drink at all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she didn't even drink that one that she was given.
Okay. Well, he puts the water down once he notices. He goes,
Guys, I can turn someone into a pterodactyl.
No.
Turn me!
Not not while you're this drunk. No.
Turn me!
Let's go. Let's go.
Drunk
Let's go.
driving with a pterodactyl.
At
dear
some
God.
point, I will turn myself into a pterodactyl.
not in this bar, outside.
So could he turn himself into a pterodactyl after he turns somebody into a pterodactyl?
Yeah, it'd be like a
Because
different
he would be able
color.
to see it, right?
It'd be like a
have two
different colored
battles.
We've seen
pterodactyl. You've seen
pterodactyls before.
Yeah.
I can't
Yeah.
do pterodactyl just yet there.
Yeah, there's
'cause it's
pterodactyl
flying.
knights.
Yeah. That'd be Drew lovely.
I can do a velociraptor and triceratops thing.
I can turn people into a Bansu.
I want to be Batu. I want to be Batu.
Nothing
And then I
counts.
pull
We're
out
not
like
doing this
I
now.
pull out the Pokeball and I'm like Batu.
So you see the door open. You notice this. Everyone else, like your passive perceptions with your inebriation, will
I
not
am
notice
trash.
it. But Nazareth, you notice a finely looking tabaxi walks in. He looks like in court apparel. He has a scroll in his hand, and he's like,
Oh dear.
What kind of kitty?
and he looks over and goes,
Come here, kitty.
walks up to where you all are, and he's like, Vazra.
That would be me.
Yes, from His Grace.
Who?
His Grace King Leopold.
Oh,
Common is dancing.
that guy.
He looks at all of you guys like,
What, you think you're too good for
What
us?
are you doing tonight?
well, I shall leave now.
This is my other campaign in reverse. I love it.
He turns around and he leaves.
I'm a tabaxi flirting with people in the bar in my other campaign.
So the letter says that in preparations for the meeting that you have with His Highness tomorrow, you all are welcome to stay in guest quarters within the palace if you so desire.
I bet there are a lot of belts in the palace.
Oh no!
Oh,
you're
no.
That one guy had a nice belt.
Right. Oh no!
I'll distract him.
Who's
Take the
talent?
belt.
No, I distracted.
No, right, no taking belts in here. Oh, no fighting, no taking belts. What Batu turning into?
We promise we love you.
What
We
belt?
wouldn't do that to you.
Who is Palace and why am I
Would you-
staying in him?
How dare you? How dare you accuse your own cousin of stealing people's belts?
Oh, you're wrong.
We love you too much. We're not going to do that
Called
here.
your family.
Okay, as that's being said, can I make his belt after casting guidance on my
Deception.
I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you with that.
Dude, deception.
Because I'm gonna go up to the bartender and say, I like a bottle of your strongest
Advantage.
Of your,
Hell yeah!
I was going to say if the
Advantage
drunk guy's helping her, she should get disadvantage.
No, I'm trying to buy some liquor. Like really hard liquor.
Stealth?
Pay him back for the
Wait,
belt
is it
we're about
silent?
to take.
13, 18.
Oh my gosh.
God.
Just literally like, in his pants just
All right,
fall.
yeah.
He's like,
The
what?
belt. He's like, all right. Yeah, I'll get you started with it.
Thank you.
You see the belt just go. Off, and he walks into the back. Doesn't even notice.
Common. When he comes back, he sees Common like trying so hard not to laugh.
His pants don't fall down
Add it to
because.
the collection.
Okay. It
The
was,
belt was superficial.
yeah, it was just for looks. It wasn't
It's like the
like.
Mitch Hedberg bit. But.
Very fancy.
Thank you very much. How much are you?
I'll be 1 gold for that.
Yeah, hard liquor.
That's good.
Alright,
I have 14
Is Stacy
now.
John still asleep?
Stacy's John.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just laying on the table. Just- he doesn't have a belt. He's learned by now. You don't come into the copper pot with a belt.
That sounds like a euphemism, but you know.
Euphemism.
It's actually we'll just steal your fucking belt.
Hurry!
The Belt Bandits should have been our name instead of the Renegades.
One funny character thing gets turned into a legacy.
Yeah.
So yeah, the night wears on. People are having fun, good times, good food to be had. There's some gambling and stuff happening here and there. It's not big gambling.
Did I
It's
do
just
a
like some
beer bong?
dicing. They don't know
Or a
what that
keg
is.
stand.
Yeah, you could do a keg stand.
Keg stand!
Come in, let's hold him up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm holding you above
Bob's
the keg.
starting to look worried. He's like, I mean, he's my cousin, but do I really love my family that much?
I forgot you
I'm offended.
I'm sorry.
Bob.
She's not that close of an aunt.
Bob, can you ensure that they don't die while I go do something?
I got
Sure.
you, Basil.
Power vested in me as a lowly innkeeper?
Yes.
No problem.
Hey, Kalika.
Yeah,
Don't
but
die, all of you.
touch
And
me.
if you do it outside the bar.
I think very highly
I
of
thought
you, Bob.
you'd
You
never
want
I just start petting your face.
No, not like that.
not like this.
Do your thing.
Oh, lay on hands.
Okay.
I'll watch them.
Excellent, thank you.
Do your thing, and she just puts her hand on your face.
I said, Kalika, touch me.
Do you,
All right, yeah. So Kalika lays hands, the soft glow pulls you back from inebriation.
I still imagine it's your face. Like she lays on it, like.
What was
He's
the
just like,
promise that
okay,
you
okay.
So where would you like to go, Vazra?
The pit offices, as it were. I have a meeting to arrange.
Okay, you're going to the prison section.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you can make your way there.
poverty.
Eventually, you get there. Now, you haven't heard anything from your contact at all, and so you get back. It's that same guy actually that was at the desk before. As he comes in, he goes, "Back so soon."
Yes, actually, it was not as big of an ordeal as I was afraid it would be. But hopefully we'll be in town for the next few days if a meeting can be arranged.
I'll put your name down and I'll let her know.
Excellent.
Vazra, right?
Yes.
I think I've heard of you.
Have you?
Yeah, something about shadows. You royalty?
In a sense, I suppose you could say.
He looks down at the crown on your leg. All right, yep, I'll make sure that she gets this.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Do you, when should I be back?
So, where are you staying? We'll just send a note. We'll just send a letter.
As of tonight, the palace.
Well, good job for you.
Thank you. And suppose?
Yeah, good digs.
Junk drunkenly trashed the palace.
It'll be something. It's not an experience I'm used to, but we'll see.
Right, and I remember it was the special part of the prison, the one that's mage guarded. That was the one that you wanted to visit your friend, correct?
Yes.
The Zarithian.
Yes.
All right, yeah, that's a hard thing, but I'm sure with people that have privileges at the palaces, it shouldn't be a big deal for you.
Fingers crossed. I hate to get caught up in paperwork.
Right.
Bureaucracy is something, but
That's my life.
I'm so sorry.
Me too. Pays bills out. All right,
True.
we'll get you squared away.
Excellent. Thank you. I will hope to be hearing from you soon.
All right. While she's gone, other than keg stands, are you guys doing much else?
I'm gonna buy 3 of the bottles of strong liquor and just put them in my
Okay,
bag.
$30
Yeah.
or 30 gold. What's a
$30
buck?
bucks.
30? Oh, because wait, was it
It
10?
was 10.
I
yeah.
have to
Oh,
kill
whoops.
30 deer?
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. 3 gold.
Yeah, 3 gold.
Good job.
You
good catch.
said 30 silver. Is
Right,
what you
right.
meant to say.
Yeah.
I have 36 copper pieces to my name.
$30 translated to 30 gold.
30
I
male
I have a
deer?
question. Is it like buying a bottle of tequila, like the
Yeah,
shot sort
yeah.
of sweet?
It's got like a worm in it.
We are set for the road.
I forgot to tell you, I have 14 actually.
Well, I'm.
It was from
now
a
taking-
bar trip a while ago.
Now you have 17.
Common, I don't. Common, you're not
Am I speaking Elvish?
Take swig.
Sorry, I slipped back.
You make your way back to the bar, and while you see Kalika like doing this with bottles.
Oh dear.
I'm leaning against the wall, just laughing my ass off.
I hold out my bag of holding for the. Don't worry, they're still yours.
It's kind of fun to watch them stumble around while you're not stumbling.
Hey, drink some of this,
No.
please.
I appreciate the offer, but I
She-
will have to abstain.
She doesn't drink. It's yeah. That's what?
Listen to
Why
her,
won't you
Queen.
Even I could drink.
Bad things happen if I drink, and I don't want to.
Good point.
You know, we
Passes the
traveled so
bottle
long, I
to
totally
Fabian.
forgot about things happening when you drink. I don't know. What was the
Fabian's
last
looking
time?
bad. Fabian.
Fabian has the full spins. Where
You're
the room
also
is
a
like,
child.
I like to have fun.
Fabian, after he takes
don't
that drink,
card
he
here.
just kind of looks at the ceiling and he's just doing this number.
Oh no.
My favorite thing is that the 19-year-old just bought 3 bottles of tequila.
I stand by to catch him if he falls.
Okay. He's
the
just,
age of
Does it
drinking
look-
consent is 12.
Yeah, if you're...
I'm not 19. I'm like 30, man. It's just the horns make me look young.
Oh, are you? I thought you were 19. You said you were 19.
God.
Oh, were you
That's the
guys
excuse these days.
grading ages?
What a narc.
Yeah, we were telling
Yeah,
great stories about ourselves.
What are you
except not
from,
enough.
the ABC?
Oh, did I miss anything fun?
Well, you missed Fabian kind of finally realized that he fucked a succubus.
Good.
I didn't realize anything.
You're not here.
Don't you speak for me?
Hey, but you got laid.
Kalika,
that's what he says in his mind. What
Yeah.
you hear is, ah!
I think it's finally catching up to him. Kalika lived in the sewer. Carmen was all over the fucking place, and Nerithian didn't say anything, really.
As expected, I suppose.
Yes.
I'm just like, grin. Like,
And I've already told
And
you
Ruthie looks
that.
happy as he's ever looked. So, night goes on. It's getting later. It's about time to find somewhere to stay for the night. Or it's
So are
going to
we
be the
sleeping
bar.
at the? Are we sleeping at the?
We're wanted at the
Castle?
palace. Lesser
Let's go.
restoration.
Actually, that was all.
you less restoration ball.
Yes.
So all of you guys feel immediately good to go.
less did I use?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
No, I've already got mine cured,
So,
so it's
know.
only 4.
Oh yeah, 4.
Ah,
yeah.
yes, right, my bad.
So,
So all of my third
yeah,
or
that's one of my
second level
spell
spell slots are in third.
Magic is the very best hangover cure.
It is.
Seriously, who would even like?
Yeah.
Why get drunk when you're
What's a
not
hangover?
aware?
I haven't experienced that yet.
Oh,
You're
bud,
welcome.
you're fucking welcome.
Nah, it's really alright.
so yeah, you guys are. I mean, it's towards the evening. Where do you want to head, as a group or individually?
We are wanted at the palace for what it is worth.
I'm willing to go to the palace, but
Yeah, Vincent said you could stay with him. You
we've
could
had
get lodging
several
with Copper
invites on
Pot.
places to stay.
We
Yeah.
have, and as much as I hate people in charge, I feel like it's foolish to not at least show up.
Yeah.
Think of the belts.
The belts.
Why would you say that? She is impulsive.
Bob goes, "Hi,
You never had a belt.
roll me a deception check."
It's not mind control.
I
Unless you
know,
could hear me.
but like I'm very
this is not
convincing.
the belt you're looking for.
Oh no!
Oh
It's a 12.
He's like, "I did have a belt too. One of
No,
you
you
has it.
didn't.
Where's my belt?
Can I also try to deceive?
No, where's my belt?"
I say, fine. I don't know where your belt is. but
Every
you can-
time one of you
can
guys
have
come
you
in.
can have mine, and I pull off
a
one
belt
of my
disappears.
Two, I pull off one of my 2 belts and I give it to him. You can have mine.
I love how we have a tally of how many belts we have.
Well, I mean, in my artwork I have 2. That's the only reason.
just bite somebody's belt?
He bit the leather.
Oh, I get it. Bob's crazy. We should go.
All right,
We should leave.
have a good one.
Good night, crazy Bob.
Do you want me to?
No, I want to. I think I actually have a higher spell
Alright.
than
You
you
do
do.
because you have expertise.
Roll your sled. Roll your sled.
Taking the
All right.
other. Not high. That's a 13 total.
Yeah. So Bob's like, "Hey, stop it! You just gave me this one. Get out of me,
I
Bob.
pick up Laren.
You can't come back in the rest of the night. I'll see you tomorrow."
See you tomorrow.
And so you guys are escorted out of the bar by his 2 kind of like roughs. They're like, "Good night," and you're out in the street again.
See, this
So,
is why we
I
can't go
put you
nice
back down.
places, and now we're going to nice places, and it's going to be a problem.
I buckle back my belt. I don't see any problem at all.
You didn't get back your belt.
Yeah, I did.
No,
Did he
grabbed
stop me?
it.
Did he stop me from doing my?
Yeah, yeah,
okay, never mind.
Yeah. I mean, we could roll for. I mean, you can only pull 5 pounds.
10 pounds, but
10
yeah.
pounds, yeah. He would win the strength
Yeah,
check.
yeah.
All right, so you guys back out in the street.
As we're going, I'm like muttering about, yeah, there's a terrible belt curse going around. Chip the ice to Bezra.
Isn't that something?
Hey,
What
they
a
keep
strange
disappearing.
thing.
It's bizarre.
Dude,
Yeah.
at this point, you were like almost completely buckled.
Well, I lost all of them with the Everett fight, so I'm replenishing my stuff.
Okay, God, I forgot about that. Okay, but still, you've gotten quite a few from then.
Yeah, because we had that one performance.
Yeah, we're still aiming.
Yeah.
That was a really nice belt.
There's like a random guy that walks by, and I'm like, don't ask about belts.
Oh, sorry.
So, Bezra, are you going to take all these belts and like loop them all together and make a really long belt or something? I never asked what your plan was.
There isn't a plan.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
rope.
It's
I will-
tradition.
It's an obsession, not a tradition.
That's what she told me.
I will never
It's
have as many belts as
tradition.
my father did. I've got to step it up.
How many belts did your father have?
So many, and he had things in all of them.
Wow.
Dangerous, pointy things I was not allowed to touch.
Why does he like
By
so many
Tetsuya
belts?
Nomura.
No.
All right, so where are you wanting to head, group? That are
To the castle!
Hey, Tice.
castle.
Yeah.
How to make a grand entrance at the castle. Who wants to be a Bounty?
So you,
I'm sneaking some of my
Yes.
liquor and making sure Badger doesn't see them.
okay, well, roll sleight of hand.
Hey, that's the 18.
Okay,
it's
her
lower than
passive.
your passive.
Catches you drinking.
It's more
You see Common going like,
it's symbolic. Like,
Look, I don't care as long as you're not completely smashed until after we get in the
Badger, I
gate.
have no idea what you're talking about.
Common. That's it.
Pass.
No,
No, no child drinking right now. We don't need that.
oh gosh,
All right, give it back. Thank you.
it's too late. You got a sip, but not enough. You guys make it. So you make it down the mismatched cities. Like it's like starting getting time where people are shuttering up their windows and going to bed. You see a lot of like the street lamps are on, but not as many of like the lamps inside houses are. They're like putting out candles and stuff. As you approach this one district, the streets are way more lit. This is really close to where the Mage Tower is too, and the streets have a lamp like almost every 20 feet away, and that's heavily guarded. There's a lot of the lion folk and a lot of the tabaxi that are wearing guard uniforms. And you come to a walled-in portion of the city, and there is a total of 8 lion folk in full-plated armor. Their faces are covered, standing in front of a large gate. The gate's leading into like what looks to be a beautiful garden. They, of course, like cross their spears as you approach, and they go, "Oh, what's your business?"
We've been invited to stay the night.
He goes into a little guard shack off to the side, and then you see another tabaxi that looks like, not armored or anything, just kind of like a valet, come forward and go, "Excellent. So you'll be staying at the palace this evening. Follow me, please."
We're special and fancy.
And they depart and let you walk into it. You're taken through a really lush, beautiful garden. There's fountains all around. The different feline folk, most of them are lion folk, are like made into the statues, pouring water into the various fountains and stuff. And it's just like it looks all to be either magically or automated somehow, pouring through it. The shrubberies are all nicely kept and like carved into different animals, like different dinosaurs and stuff like that. The smell is a lot of lavender and really nice, fragrant flowers. And of course, you hear like some of the nightbird songs kind of in the latticery and stuff that's in the garden itself. You're brought forward to the palace. Oh, there's more people in livery that are walking about doing various chores, cleaning like some of the marble, whitewashing the steps and things like that as you're brought in. And then you're kind of led off a little bit to the side and down a large elaborate hall where actually the floor itself is marble, but it has silver inlays of what looks to be the image of a lion folk's head in each of the parts of the floor. Taken to these nice mahogany doors, and it opens up, and you're led into this room that it looks like a giant sitting room. It has lavish different seating arrangements all in it. It looks like those little frost boxes that you saw in the hotels before at the Renegade, the Renegade that was so nice to you before. They're in here. It looks larger, but you recognize them automatically as something that would hold food magically and keep it stored frozen. There's some tables and some sitting chairs, and then you look and there is 8 bedrooms actually that are all opened up, and they have very large, nice beds in them. Excellent mahogany. What looks, I can't think of the name. Cabinetry, but not cabinetry. It's the drawers, Chester drawers. Yeah, yeah, inside, and then a large chest at each one of them. There's candles and stuff all about, and also lamps, like oil lamps. So he comes in and he starts lighting some of the lamps. And he tells you all that this is your quarters. Have any rooms that you would like? I know that there's more rooms than there are people. Don't worry about that. We will be coming in the morning with instructions from His Highness on when you can meet. If you need anything, don't hesitate. One of the guards on the outside will come get one of us, and we will attend to any of your wants as far as food, drink, any kind of clothing you might like that's for the meeting.
Clothing.
Well, you are honored guests.
Thank you.
Is there something wrong with
War
my clothes?
heroes, I believe, was what
Is
we were
that-
told.
Is that what they're calling us now?
Yes,
Well, that's what I
absolutely.
was told.
We are definitely war heroes.
So, my name is Reginald.
Reginald.
If there's anything you need, I will attend to you.
Thanks, Reggie.
Reginald, do you mind if I step out in the garden?
There is a private garden outside those doors, and you see a double door that leads open.
Okay.
Pardon me
Thank
a
you.
moment. And I go dive on my bed,
Okay.
which is whichever
Colin
door
goes,
is closest.
like you see feathers go. Reginald goes,
Oh, that looks like fun. And Fabian goes and does the exact same thing.
same bed.
Genuine emotion?
Yeah, same bed. Same bed.
What are you doing?
Reginald goes, good night.
Just don't question it.
Closes the door behind him.
Is,
So you guys are in this room.
Is anybody else weirded out that there are guards outside of our door?
Oh yes,
and
I'm
I
doing
wasn't
some
allowed to go
investigating.
to the big garden?
Certainly, this is a problem and something I'm concerned about. I'm totally looking into
Start
it.
wrestling Fabian.
Get off of me.
Okay, Jess.
His face is just in the pillow.
Ah, you spook. Get off
All
of
right.
me.
Harambe's like, goes over to the corner, squats down,
Ah!
just poops,
Damn it.
stands up, walks over to you.
Prestidigitation it.
I was about to say, they are not going to like that. Don't
Magic.
don't
Yeah.
do
All
that.
right. Magic. So the cooler is magical. Also, the room itself is magical, and what you can tell is this kind of like a temperature spell. So it's to keep the room at a perfect temperature.
Nothing on boards with that.
I'm gonna attempt
Indoor
to
eating.
leave the room.
I cast
And just
Through
Yeah.
which door? The double doors that lead out into the private garden?
No, the other door to go to the big garden to see if they let me leave.
Okay, so you walk out, and then you see there's 2 lion folk that are standing in the hallway. One of them just looks over, and he walks over, and he goes, "Is there something we can help you with? Is there anything you need?"
Wanted to go to the big garden with the fountains. Do you want to come with me?
You will need to be escorted out if you go anywhere else in the palace other than the gardens or the main foyer. But you're welcome to go.
Thank you. All right, so I'm just gonna walk away so I don't seem suspicious.
So yeah, you make it back to the foyer, and now you kind of understand. You see, it's the balcony, in the stairs to the main hall. It is more heavily guarded. There's actually closed doors that are guarded, whereas the rest of the place, the guards are just kind of standing at attention, and they look at you and note that you're there, but then they just kind of look away as long as you just keep walking through, going back to the main gardens.
Yeah.
And then you make your way outside. You see guards here and there. You see some that look like kind of nobility, maybe just a couple of people out for midnight strolls, arm in arm, walking through the verandas.
I also want to use my divine sense to see if any of like the flowers are magical or anything like that.
Okay. So, no, not that you can tell.
Okay.
Divine sense, yeah.
They're
Divine
not,
sense is there's no undead or
Yeah.
anything like
Oh, okay.
odd around. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not
That's
detect
not what I
magic.
meant.
Conspiracy desecrated celestials, aberrations, and fiends.
Yeah.
It's still
So-
a good check, though.
While
Evil
Kalika has gone off to
never
do
know.
that, and they are wrestling in bed, and you are holding her up and going, "No, do not poop on the side of the."
I gave up on wrestling Fabian kind of quick because he's just too spooky. I would like to approach one of the guards just outside the room. I was like, hey, so you said we could request royal clothing, is that right?
Yes. Appropriate clothing to see the king.
Okay.
We can send the tailor up to have you measured if
Sure.
you don't have anything to wear normally.
I have this. It was plate mail, dirty clothes,
God damn it.
like Warhammer shield.
I'll
No
send
shirt.
I'll send the tailor up,
Okay.
Right now.
Guys,
and the other guard goes,
what's a tailor?
They make
and then you see
clothes.
like a livery person walking around, like, and he comes up and he goes, he wants a tailor. He scatters back
Is
off.
it a penguin?
No, it's Jackson. He walks like this, like a praying mantis.
It's like a fucking grub.
I fucking hate that.
It's so disturbing.
So
If he was my servant, I would tell him he's too disturbing to serve me anymore. Oh,
it wasn't Reginald. It was a different one.
some creep.
So yeah, will that be all?
Yeah. Unless you guys want to get, I turn to the room. So you guys want to get some fancy clothes?
Is this considered fancy? And I just waved my awesome cloak.
I will need
I've seen better.
the clothes.
That's fair.
How do I look? And I just stare at him.
He goes,
He turns inside.
2 tailors. And the other guy goes, 2 tailors. And they start hearing like echoes down.
It's like the torch of Rohan. Like 2 tailors.
It would be a good idea, but damn, do I not like people touching me?
I'm just gonna wear my black cloak. Can't go wrong. So classy.
Yeah. Goes with everything.
I just look fancy in
clothes,
general.
Robbie starts
fancy.
fancy,
jumping on
guys.
like one of the pillow couches.
I go and join his.
Alright, he comes, starts jumping too. Oh shit, this is great.
They all love Harambe. He's the best addition to the party.
That's right.
Alright, so Laren, so Common's jumping with Harambe on the couches. Kalika's out in the garden. Fabian
He's just standing in the room.
standing looking at a wall.
He's so inconspicuous.
Like a
that he
perfectly white wall.
He automatically gets like a 20 stealth check.
Alright, so Nerithian, what would Nerithian be doing? Just chilling.
Kind of looking around. He's very suspicious of this entire place.
So give me an investigation check.
All right. Investigation. Which is not very high for me.
What else do you have though?
18 total.
Okay.
20.
So you're like looking around at like some of the paintings, kind of walking by, and like you look at one of the paintings and one of the eyes on it like looks down at you, and then you see this thing go, and then there's like painting eyes that kind of close.
Whoa. So we are being watched
Oh.
by the paintings.
Nay, don't be silly.
Fabian goes over to the painting and he just puts his face right
Wait.
up against where the eyes are.
Wait, hold on.
A prestidigitation.
I'm gonna do an intelligence check real quick.
Yeah.
By the paintings.
You know what? Give me like 10 minutes and I'll. Let me see. I'm gonna go into one of the rooms. I'm gonna shut the door. I'm gonna cast divination as a ritual.
Okay. All right.
Yay! Talking to gods.
Hey God, what's up? Hey, glad
Oh,
you're
you know,
listening
just
to
kicking
me.
in the shadows, girl.
Hey, Bo, guess what? You're.
All right, so Give me a
that special.
1d100 roll. Actually, I'll roll it.
Okay.
Love that special.
It's good. Do you ever?
I think it only messes up if I cast it more than once, though.
Do you ever?
So, yeah, so the door opens and Nerithian steps in and closes it and he goes, just kind of comes up to you. This room is interesting.
Is it particularly interesting to you?
Yes.
Now, I can't help but wonder what the king wants with us. We are meeting him tomorrow, after all, and I can't help but wonder what he's asking and what he will really want to know.
What would the king want from us? That's a good question, Vazra. That's the reason I decided to join your group.
Is it?
I would think maybe to either find out who we are and reward us, or perhaps deal with us if we are not going to be purvey to his rule. We did set one of his towns free, yes.
Yes, but the town was under the thumb of a tyrant with the knowledge of their guards. I cannot help but think that we are not. There are enemies in the court that will allow such things, yes.
Could be. There's enemies always everywhere. Sometimes even your friends. Vat, I need to go check on Harambe.
By all
Him and
means,
Kamen are making a mess of their room.
certainly.
The door opens. You hear. Door closes.
So the door opens and closes, and like you see Nerithian look and smile, and you see the other Nerithian is actually like at a wall, like looking at it, and then the door just kind of closes.
I walk out.
Sup?
I do believe that.
So that wasn't you, actually. Okay.
Oh, I know.
I think, in general, they're just trying to get information on us, just to
Okay.
know who we are.
So, we are the Renegades. We are a merchant. Merchant? We technically
A
do have a
single
merchant's license. We are a mercenary group, and we helped free the town of Ullard's Mill.
We should really rename it at some point. I say, putting down the pillow I was fighting Harambe with.
We should read it. Like, you get popped in the pillow. Like Harambe's just brutal, like smacking you as hard as it can.
It's a game to me. I'm wrestling with him.
Like,
I mean, I'm
you hit him a
okay
few
with
times and then he
renaming
got
it,
mad. Oh shit! All right, he stops and he
Yeah.
goes,
I give him some rations. He's a good boy.
Rations.
Can't think of a better name.
climbs
honestly.
up onto
skewers.
your back and starts eating bugs out of your hair. All right,
But yeah, so we're a mercenary group. Freed Ullard's Mill. What else is there to say?
I can't have communication directly with you.
Do you say that out loud?
No. I'm thinking to myself of how I want to proceed in delivering this information.
I'm just gonna talk. Like honestly, probably just gonna ramble until someone
I'm
tells
like
me to shut up.
poking a painting. Like,
the eye
Certainly,
socket
but there
Yeah.
are things at play
wait
that
for it.
In the garden looking for herbs.
we need to be
Yeah.
careful of.
Investigation.
I'll request a tailor as well, by the way.
Yeah. So eventually, there is a knock on the door, and a tailor comes in, and while you guys are talking, he takes Common and Nerithian into a side room. There's two tailors, and they start doing measurements with you guys,
Yeah.
and doing like talk like so. Beautiful weather we're having this time of year, don't you think?
I guess so, yeah.
Oh wow, that's a big inseam.
Let me get it.
What's an inseam?
Hey.
So
You call me
anyway,
fat?
so what was your investigation, by the way?
20.
Okay, yeah. I mean, so you do find herbs that you could get for different spell components and stuff in the royal garden.
Do I also find cooking herbs?
Yes.
Is there anybody around me?
Aren't you being escorted?
No, not to the big garden.
Not the big garden. There are just people mucking about.
Yeah, there's like there's gardeners like kind of working on stuff. And then there's like, you know, there's this couple that's out there, two lion folk, and and they're whispering to each other.
She's just like,
I
stop right there, criminal scum.
I'm gonna go to the gardener and ask if I can just take a few herbs, please.
Still, can I take these?
He looks at you in the
Can you
eyes,
cut me a few?
and then he goes, follows your horns all the way up. Yes. How many would you like?
I just want to take like a good bunch of the ones that are there that I can have like cooking and spell. Yeah. As many as he'll let me take, essentially.
Oh, I see. We'll do it on the low. And he goes and he like he goes and he takes like one from here and then he goes, come this way.
I couldn't
He
hear.
goes to another part and like so he's picking not just one from like one section but from various sections.
Okay.
And then you eventually get like enough of this happening.
So variety pack of herbs.
Pack of herbs. So you guys are still
And
in
spell
conversation
casting,
while they're doing that.
apparently.
Can I like scan the room to see where the paintings are?
Sure, yeah. So, there's a lot of different paintings, but the one in particular that he was looking at is like towards the entrance to the door that gets a whole view of the whole room.
And it also has a mustache on it.
Yeah, it does now.
I'm gonna try to use my body to block it and write on your like body in Draconic. Yes!
It'd be like that, Russ.
It do be like that!
Okay. All right.
I'm wondering what we should be doing about the guards that were there. Is my only thing.
I'll say out loud in Draconic, is it really that big of a problem right now?
Yes, powerful people in powerful places that are doing terrible things. I'm not saying that, you know, we should start flipping tables and throwing out names. That's a sure way to get ourselves killed.
That would sound fun, though.
It would be fun.
Also, I could just turn into a dinosaur and we could run out of the courtroom.
You know, there's a lot of guards here. I think they could take a dinosaur.
Well, yeah, but I mean, for how long? No, I'm joking. But, should we be worried right now? I feel like it's fair for a castle to have guards and be cautious of the guests that...
Oh, no, I'm not saying that they should be acting any different. I'm saying I am worried about the guards and power that were at Ollard's Mill with Everett.
I see.
And they're not going to like us if we disrupted something that was going smoothly for them. And I don't like what they're doing anyway, and think that honestly they deserve to die just as violently as Everett did.
Oh, absolutely, I agree. Is there any guarantee we're going to see such people here?
No. But I'm just trying to think of ways to...
They fled as soon as Everett died, and they didn't even involve themselves in the fight.
You're right.
They have no reason to have qualms with us inherently.
That depends on how involved they were. And did the ledgers that I have, like...
I had a lot of names on there, and so you don't know.
Oh, no, I don't have my notes with me.
You don't know have half the people's name. Like you don't know half the people that were on there. You just know that there was different resources going towards the Northern Kingdom and to Lachlan, but not towards the main kingdom and the Southern Kingdom or the Southern castle.
I just can't shake the image of those guards being in the same tavern where you could get a sex slave by simply asking for one.
Right.
And those are not the kinds of people I would like to suffer.
Yeah. I am under the impression that we shouldn't entirely worry about it until we are face to face with them. And then even then, put on a pretty face, pretend like we don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Not necessarily building bridges, but not showing our true intentions with them right off the bat. Being apprehensive, but acknowledging what's in front of us. If that makes sense.
Yes, I agree. I just thought I should share my concerns.
Oh, absolutely. I'll make sure to not be like, oh, hey, I recognize you from such and such.
So you hear the doors open and the tailors come out. So what colors would you like?
Well, I think maybe green.
Green with dashing on you.
Yeah.
How about you? Excellent. I'll
Guys, what do
pick.
you think? Green?
Green is a good color for you.
Though red will
I'm gonna make my way
kind
back.
of bring out your natural tone.
Kalika comes in at this point. He's like, "Who's next?"
Kalika.
And he goes with his tape measure.
Did you want to?
I will need to.
We'll get you measured up real good. Come on.
I want to try a whole bunch of things.
Fabian kind of slowly shuffles over, not breaking eye contact.
Into the
Apprehensive
room.
as hell.
Come on.
Hey, Kalika.
Hi.
I'm gonna say in Draconic, you understand this, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna say back in Draconic.
The other tailor's waiting for somebody.
I can catch her up real quick, and then
You do that. Can we go into a separate room?
Yes, my lady. He's not like the other one. Yes. He goes in. So measured.
So I'm gonna also take him into a separate room so that we're not being overheard or anything. And I'm
Okay.
gonna show you what I got from the garden. Oh, touch you again, you say. No. Show you the garden herbs I took.
Yeah, she opens up a
Should
bag
we
of.
hide these? I asked
Did you-
to get them, and the gardener gave them to me.
that should be fine,
But
honestly.
he seemed
Do you want me to
weird about it.
Do you want me to put them in our bag of holding? Because they won't know that it's there until they try to grab it.
Yes.
All right, perfect. I put it
All
in my
right.
bag of holding.
Drugs.
Drugs. So I'm gonna say in Draconic because it's a good little cipher language that we have. I took on a whim. It's great. Pretty much. There. You remember how there were guards for Knightsbridge in Olard's Mill when we
Oh,
freed
yeah.
it? Yeah. So Vazra has concerns that we might see those people again in the courtroom or throne room. I don't know where we're going exactly. We're gonna try to kind of play it chill and act like we don't know what the fuck they're all about.
We didn't kill any of them, right?
No, we
Any
didn't
their
kill any of
guards?
them. No, we just killed Evertsman.
No, so we were just doing what we were hired to do.
Yeah,
Good
but
job.
Be a problem.
we will probably end up attacking those people once everything is settled, though. But not here, not now, later, and fuck those people.
So play dumb.
Yeah, play dumb,
All right.
play charming, and I know you're good at that.
I just Common just realized something, and he barges into the room where Fabian's getting measured.
Yes.
wait!
Fabian's totally naked.
Oh, okay.
And the guy's like, "You don't have to do that."
Don't tell me what to do.
Common just screams, "Pink! Pink's like one of my favorite colors. I forgot all about it."
I'm not pink.
I not you. I mean me. Anyway, that's all. I just remembered that. Thank you, bud.
But yeah, so that's the gist of what we need to do, and
I'll be honest, I'm super sketched out by this place.
oh, same, absolutely same. As soon as Nerithian and Vazra were all investigating the paintings and shit, I was like, whoa, fuck me, I guess.
When I went out to the garden, they have the courtroom super, or whatever is up those steps past the main foyer, super heavily guarded.
Well, we are in the castle of a king.
Yeah, but you think the guards would be on the outside?
This place is
They are on
awfully
the outside.
They are on the
No, but I
outside.
mean like the outside of the castle, not
There were
in,
quite a lot of
heavily guarding
guards on the outside.
inside of the castle.
Yeah, we did see a lot of
almost
guards
like
on our way
there's some
in.
kind of rule.
So yeah, you haven't been in very many palaces. You have though.
Yeah.
I'm from
And
the
so,
sewer, so.
Inspire, especially because how paranoid the nobility is.
The emperor is
Each layer has another level of guards, so you could explain that to her.
yeah. As from a, I have been in a castle before.
This is my first castle with living things in it.
Wow. I mean,
I love the way that was said.
wow. Okay. To be fair, this is a great castle to lose your entering a castle virginity to. To be fair, the one in Spire was a lot more bullshit. But it's normal for guards to kind of layer up depending on what they're trying to protect.
This is so much.
Yeah.
So much space.
That's a lot to take in.
Your horns aren't hitting.
All right, so the door
That's
opens
not
and the
good.
tailor comes out. And he's like, "Oh, where was the other gentleman and lady? They're just ready for their measurements."
It was
We're in the other
to
room.
common,
We're in a
and
different room.
Oh,
your
yeah.
tailor comes out as well. He measured you. Fabian.
Fabian's still in there negative. Am I done?
Yes, you're done. Oh. You can't rinse that way.
Oh, you can read. Sorry.
I need to
Oh, you see
not.
this guy?
All in due time.
I forget. Nate's there, right?
Yeah, they got Nate. They asked what color Nate wanted. He went.
Nathan.
Yeah.
That's the color I want.
Nathan
I'll do my best.
Blacker than the blackest black times infinity.
So yeah, Vazra, you come out.
We're in a different room.
Yeah, they don't know where you
I
are.
don't know
So
where they went.
we just need 2 more people to measure, and then we'll go get your outfits.
I'll find them and try to go get that.
Okay. I'll wait.
Go
Got
ahead.
nothing but time.
So what? Where are you
It's
from?
not hard. We're in a room over.
Knightsbridge, born and raised here.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Tell me more.
Never left.
I reach into the cooler and just grab whatever. I don't even look.
It's a ham hock.
Yeah, I start eating it.
All right,
That
so you
fancy
rap on the
clothes
door
are
and you
wrong.
hear
Yes,
the
I
you
can get it.
see the door opens and Vaz pokes her head in.
They're
So-
ready for you too.
I thought I looked good.
But I have a cloak.
This is the highest.
Look, if I can
fashion
suck it up,
ladder.
you guys can.
Well, yeah, but
But
I
like,
thought I was fancy.
Well, you can only get
I
fancy.
say in Draconic, these people are weird.
That's
It's
fair.
weird that you think Draconic is a language no one speaks.
I mean, do they?
Well,
Do the
they're far
sailors
away
speak?
too. So
Okay,
I don't know. She's not going. These people are weird. Draconic.
It's so weird.
So hold on 1 second.
There's like a dragon
So
on
I
top
just-
of the castle, and it's like,
King Leopold is a dragon.
why would you say such a thing? Roll initiative.
Sad dragon.
How dare thy?
Yeah, I
Fine.
begrudgingly go out
Can we make a
there.
website for saddragon.com?
Sure, why not?
No, please no.
I begrudgingly go out there to the tailor and just
I'll do the same thing Vazra did where she went in a different room.
Okay, the one of them takes you to the other one. They start measuring you guys out. Please don't get naked this time. I don't know
This
what that was
time.
about. Fabian's, are you putting your clothes on at this
Yeah,
point?
he's still working on it.
Yeah.
Yes, he's like tripping over himself.
wouldn't be
Wow.
the first time.
falls down the bed. You can see his rear. Ah,
It's not the first
He's
time.
having a hard time.
Anyways,
it's
You know, I think you actually
It's
had
not.
a good idea.
You guys have seen each other naked
so
more
let's
than any
go
other
out,
character
let's
group.
go measure.
all right. So you get the measuring. It doesn't take them long. They get your measurements and they had okay, excellent. I think we have all that we need here. We will
I
have
want
your
red.
outfits. Red,
You didn't even ask.
pink. Oh well, red. Red would go good with you, I believe.
you.
Pink. Yeah, I think that suits you.
Everything's better in black.
Ooh,
Of
can I have
course,
pink
of course,
and
dear.
black?
Of course, dear. Pink and black.
Yeah,
Certainly
kind of a-
something can be worked out.
Perfect.
Green and pink and maybe gold or silver, some copper maybe. He starts just rattling off colors. He's like, excuse me a moment. He walks out to the small garden. Is it like a glass door? Then you-
No, it's a double door. This like it has like glass in it, but
Okay. Then yeah, I'm good.
all right,
I'll take white.
all right.
Really?
Odd, but okay.
Don't question my
Dude, it will
decisions.
look like you're naked. You're so pale.
Don't judge me!
He's not as pale as I am.
And then, of course, for you,
That's fair.
right?
Dab
You
is
have
color.
that?
My favorite color.
Saw, dude.
And they leave, and now you're alone in the rooms.
Look
I
at
want
my
a jacket made out of vape
clothes.
smoke.
All right, so yeah, and it's pretty late at night at this point in time, but
Yeah, I'm gonna go to bed.
all right. So you take one of the bedrooms.
How
Who
we
else is
guys,
going to sleep?
how are we guys splitting this up?
I mean, there's 8
You guys
bedrooms.
going to do a watch?
I am.
No, we can.
You are. What watch do you want to take?
Just, I guess, the first watch.
Here, I'll
Okay.
take the first one with you, and I'll do some scouting in the meantime.
Okay.
I cast
Hey.
Arcane Eye.
Hey, don't
Okay.
don't think weird
I
things
am
by me
Sauron.
requesting this. Do you mind if I sleep in the same room as you?
That's fair. Probably safer. We'll split the bed.
Yeah.
I'll take second watch.
Okay, it is a large bed, so you guys can actually sleep in the same bed and not even be close to
I
touching
kick.
each other.
Just push me away.
To be fair, fair. I also like writhe in my sleep.
Yeah, like I'm a restless sleeper. Just punch me.
You just hear from the other room over, just like two people just spinning and thrashing and kicking nonstop.
Where do you want
You
to
open the
send
door,
your
they're
first king?
fast asleep. If that's what I hear. Okay, I know what it is. It's like a 17.
All right, so you're staying up, Vaz are staying up and doing something. The rest of you guys are going to bed. You're sharing a room.
Yeah, he's going to bed.
You sharing a room.
I guess, I don't know. Wherever he's at, he's going to fall asleep. It doesn't really matter.
So you get your pants on and then you just go, take them off and then lay in the bed.
Pretty much.
All right.
I remove absolutely no clothing in my sleep besides my armor.
Same.
Even the backpack and everything is just.
All right.
Oh no, that's not.
I'm trancing naked in the small garden.
Okay.
It's a very spiritual experience. I'm just looking up into the sky like, yeah.
Bush.
So at one point you hear, and like you look up and there's like a balcony and there's a guy looking down going,
I don't react.
oh.
Why are they puking?
They're not puking.
It's
They're
like
like,
it's just like it's a fancy.
It's a fancy. Ooh.
It's a very fancy.
Look at his
But he doesn't leave.
Pleasuring himself.
Oh, okay.
sees
He
it.
just goes,
I'm not paying them any mind. I'm just trancing.
He's enjoying.
He just does that
just
long enough.
Come into secret exhibitionist, yes.
He does that as long as it takes.
As long as what takes?
About 5 minutes, he's gone.
That's the myth.
Oh, I get it. Now I know what he's doing.
So where would you like to take your romp?
I will send my invisible floating eyeball throughout the hallways and eventually into that. There was a specifically very guarded looking thing at one point, yes?
Yeah,
Okay, so
off the main floor.
It makes it out into the hallway. Nothing notices it. You send it down the hallway. It's heavily guarded all through this area. You go back to the main area. Basically, there's multiple staircases that lead up to like upper balconies. That's more heavily guarded up there. There's a lot of guards with bows. Actually, not the heavily armored full plate line folk, but actually a lot of tabaxi with really nice looking bows, and they have arrows that don't look like your regular run of the mill arrows, and they're like scouting out, looking all around. And then there's the main two doors that are closed right now. So can it go through walls?
It can go through openings as small as an inch.
Okay.
If there's a bit it can squeeze through, it can squeeze.
Okay, yeah.
Icky
So
roll.
underneath it. So yeah, you go in and
Noise.
Somebody in the
guards
hall's
go,
like, what the fuck is that?
yeah, the one of the line
Excuse you.
folk goes. One of the line folk goes. Really, Jim?
Jim the Lion Folk Royal Guard. I want fan art now. Fan art, it's your job.
Oh yeah.
All right, so it pops through, and the hallway that you're going into leads into another really large, spacious room. The room itself looks to be like a major dining area. There's actually a lot of guards in here that are eating, a lot of servant folk. It's late at night, so you figure that this is probably the time that they're allowed to have a shift in this part of the palace to eat. And you keep heading through. Nothing looks really out of the normal. There's a lot of kitchens and stuff, a lot of kitchen staff making food. It looks like they're whipping up a lot of food for the next day. At this point in time, it's probably like around 12 at night, something like that. So it looks like they're working on a lot of breads and stuff. Some of the stuff that takes longer. A lot of meats are being basted and like slow roasted, things like that. You tire of this area and you push on through.
As I'm going through these areas, can I look for nooks and crannies that might lead to passageways and or secret rooms?
Give me a check.
Okay.
Give me a perception check. Actually, no, investigate. We'll do investigate.
They're both damn good. 17.
17. Nothing that you can notice in this area. You go in. So the way that it works is there's multiple halls that come off of this main area. So you can go right, left, or straight. The straight way is the most heavily guarded. The line folk that are wearing the full plate now, their armor has changed color. It is no longer just the normal steel armor that you've seen. This actually looks to be made of gemstones. It looks to be like carved gem that's actually made into plate armor, almost like earthen in the way it looks. Heavily decorated, lots of runing in it, and they're guarding the main passageway.
I'll send it down there.
Okay, so you make it through, and you go a little ways down the hallway, and then it just disappears. Like, and your eyesight's gone.
Not her actual eyesight, just the spell. yeah. I'm blind!
You were
This is what you fucking get.
You just you hear the screams of Astra and the other night.
Passive perception is still
yeah.
higher than everyone else's.
Yeah, true.
She just has a blindfold around her head.
Call me Daredevil.
Yeah. Dare Vans. Okay. So, all right.
Yeah, so the spell dissipates.
That is concerning.
Oh.
I'll wait until the end of my watch, and then I'll
Okay, so your watch ends. Anyone else want to take a watch? Yeah, you trance for 4 hours.
I'm
you're
basically
good.
watching the whole time.
I'm
just
doing
naked in the
exactly.
garden.
Okay,
No.
yeah. So your 4 hours of trancing naked is done.
I'm going to sit around until the time comes up, I guess, because everybody else has to actually sleep. But,
Yeah.
Okay, chill.
yeah.
Birds.
I'm just chilling.
I'll
naked in
take
the
second
garden.
watch.
Okay,
I mean,
you want
my-
to take a watch? Okay, cool. So Laren's like, as you get up.
There's a lot of moving, but it's all like accompanied by sad grunts.
Does somebody think Common
From
was,
me,
was a
sleeping.
statue? Does somebody think Common was a statue? They walk by. Like,
Oh, yeah.
magnificent.
Well, so he is in a private garden.
Okay.
But like
there's a balcony
there
above
was balconies
So
that
private.
look down. Yeah, it's not super private. It's like
The
semi-private.
public's not allowed there.
I mean, most people don't sunbathe nude in the palace. Well, you do.
They
You
are
do.
missing
He's
out.
not getting out in
Private.
To be fair, he looks like a tree with a bush.
True.
And I
It's-
can obscure most of my junk with my hair anyway.
yeah, it's not even
all of
sunbathing anyway. It's moonbathing, which is even more odd. But yeah, these are.
He's an elf. Of course he
All right,
moonbathes.
sure.
Fucking Aladdin.
Yeah, so you do get a view of some of the walls as well. Like during your time, like you were trancing most of the time, so you didn't notice it. Now, like that, you're just kind of leaned back, sitting. Like you see a lot of tabaxi on the wall, just kind of walking around, and some of them they look down and they start talking to each other as they pass, and they're like.
I'm gonna blend in with the leaves as best I can and just like Adonis.
Like Homer Simpson into the bush.
No, not quite. Sexier than that. Definitely sexier than that.
Okay.
Yeah. Good enough.
There you go.
I mean, yeah, sexier than.
Did I notice anything on the watch?
So no, on your watch, it's very, very quiet. So
Stop.
at this point in time, it's like 4 a.m. So
I'm just gonna walk up to him and be like, "Hey, buddy, where are your pants?"
What? Oh, hey, Kalika.
Hey,
How's it going?
Good.
They're right over there. They're
I'm
by
like
the door.
avoiding.
I just
I'm
dropped
like
them.
avoiding looking at him.
Sorry, I was just enjoying the night air. How you doing?
No, moonbathing. No, I got you.
Yeah.
Good. I'm good.
All right. I'll slap my clothes back on.
Still avoiding looking at him.
How'd you sleep?
Pretty good.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
good.
I mean, it's nice when you're sharing something and like you both have the same tendencies, so like gives you a check.
Hey, who? What?
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 Larry and Kalika just beat the shit out of each other while they're
Like a bruise.
Kalika, why are you so bruised?
I just
Slept in a feather bed.
I sleep weird.
Alright, me too, I guess. I mean, on account of elves' trance. Like,
I mean, you didn't.
and night terrors.
Yeah,
Like Larry's like,
Larry also probably has.
both had night
Larry
terrors.
has night terrors.
Oh gosh,
bed sharing.
your
of all time.
room was just like a cacophony
They're
of like
literally
horror.
fighting, like trying to strangle each other.
yeah, hindsight 2020. I should have used a feather bed. But I just like, I like the feel of this garden. It's got good energy in it. Best I can.
Positive vibe.
Is the
Positive
dude
vibes.
still up on the balcony?
Bush.
No, not that guy. You do see guards like rotating on the wall. They're far out, but
I mean,
like they
do
look
your
down
thing.
every once in a while.
Thanks, bro.
Free.
I'm gonna go back inside.
Okay.
Now I'm going back inside too. Is everybody up?
No,
No,
but
it's
like
4 a.m. now.
you know, at this point, like time, unless you guys are doing
Hold
anything
on,
more pertinent. Oh,
Hey, you got my bottles?
Sure do. Let's get blasted before we go see the king. Yes. All right. Let's do some
Start drinking.
Let's do some con saves.
Oh my fucking god, guys! You both had +5 to
so
the con
do
saves.
you want to do a bottle each?
Yeah. Let's
Okay.
do
Oh my
a bottle of hard
So the
liquor.
first one was 17.
A bottle of tequila each?
Oh
what
my
the fuck?
God.
You guys are gonna die from
12.
alcohol
That's a
poisoning.
12 for my first con
14
save.
for my second one because you said.
So what was your first one? 17.
Your total is +7.
Okay, so my first one didn't do shit.
Super
Okay.
duper.
My second one.
Polar opposite.
16.
Okay.
And my third one
To be
is.
fair, if Lauren
19.
doesn't like you, enjoy.
Okay.
God damn it!
Okay.
Why can't I roll like this in battle?
So first,
Because you can only drink.
so the first one was a 12.
Okay.
The second one was a crit, 20.
Okay.
Third one was an 8 total. And the last one was a 20 adjusted.
Okay. Roll me one more. Roll me one more.
8.
It's plus
No,
7.
no, it's a nat 1 because it's a
Nat
save.
Oh.
Saves don't have the same roll.
So you guys do get through half the bottle each,
Right.
Fucking
and
Yeah, so I have 2.5
you
bottles of tequila left.
are done. Like you just do not know where you
dead.
are. Like I have control of your character at this
Roll a
point.
death.
okay,
Okay.
so I can't like.
So you
Kalika,
are
are you doing okay?
really out of it,
Yeah.
but you're not done. You're
Yeah.
like, oh, the room's spinning.
Why?
You see Kalika get up and
Means you have
walk towards the
disadvantage on
main
saves now.
doors.
Kalika, no. I grab her arms. Like, Kalika, no, we can't, like, I mean, we're so shitty.
You see her run
Make
towards the.
No!
She runs towards the
I
sofa
stop
and
her from
ignores
that.
it. Okay.
All right. Or I help her get out of the
What are
couch
you
at
doing?
least.
I want to kill it.
Hang on. No. Kalika, hang on.
No, it's fluffy. I want
All
to
right.
kill it.
No, I just
I
have
want to kill it.
I just-
Come here. I want to kill it.
No, you don't want to kill it. It's only a couch. Come here. And I sit her on the couch.
Give me
and
more juju juice, please.
I
want juju juice. More juju juice in my mouth hole right here.
no.
I feel personally attacked because this is exactly how I act.
All right. So you guys wake up about this point in
Right.
time and come out to see this.
So what
What happened?
nothing important. Hang on. So,
Two bottles.
Oh, fuck, guys. You're very loud.
I'm just looking through the cooler for water.
Okay, you find some.
Yay, Kalika, drink a little bit.
You
of
think
this.
that it's water?
Yeah, it looks
Oh,
like,
that
it
can
looks
be-
a lot like water. So
Is it water?
It's juice.
This is going to be a very
It's a
interesting
banana.
royal encounter.
Here's some water, Kalika. Drink it.
Lesser restoration.
ah,
In my mouth.
yeah, it seemed like a good idea at the time.
Oh.
So and I'm holding a banana.
You have control of your character again. You're welcome.
I'm just gonna take the.
You're welcome.
Why? Why would you two get smashed in the morning?
It seemed like
in
a
the
good idea at the
palace?
time.
Because we day drunk,
Yeah.
It's not even.
and now we like reverse day drunk.
Yeah.
It was like the same time.
That's,
but
it's just a
night.
bit of fun.
You know what? I'm not mad. I'm disappointed.
Takes banana.
no!
That's worse. Takes banana and just starts like
Are you eating
I'm
in
eating
your
it
heel?
at a half. Yeah.
Oh, I think-
Oh fuck.
Oh no.
oh, God.
I'll go answer the door.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the Taylors are there, and they have like, he goes, and you see like the one guy come in, and he's pulling
Beyond-
like this rolling cart with like these outfits in it, all various shapes and sizes and colors,
Oh.
and he starts handing them out.
I look for the
Puts
common
on
size
here.
ones.
Yep. It's green and pink. The
Yeah.
green is the major color, and the pink is like highlights on it.
Yeah.
It looks like cherry blossoms, like in the lining and stuff.
Yep.
No gold or anything. He's like, there you go.
Is it like a robe?
It's fun. No, it's fine. It's like a button-up shirt where the cherry blossoms are the buttons, and then like all of the accents on it are like pink. The rest of it is like a nice, vibrant green.
Did you guys actually make this for me?
Yes.
How much do I owe you?
Nothing. I'm amazing at it, and it's a gift from His Grace.
What was your name again?
My name is
Taylor.
Taylor.
That was some next little spite with that index card.
My name is Lincoln.
Lincoln,
Like log.
you know we're best friends now, right?
Lincoln Logs.
I feel personally.
I knew
I
it.
feel personally attacked. Colin.
Are you serious?
Yes.
With all the
Nerithian's literally like, really?
No, that's not how that works.
So the one that they bring out for Nerithian is actually a light blue with white highlights. It looks the same cut, and he gives that to you. For Vazra, yours looks kind of like your normal outfit, except it is fancier. It is elevated. It has belts, but the belts have like silver buckles all on them. They all match.
How many more belts
and
does she get?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's the whole outfit is like knitted with belts, so you could probably take them apart and find out. But at this point, it's very tight fitting and sleek, and there's a cape that goes with it as well. He hands that to you. Yours is nice, like light pink with white embellishments on it.
Yeet.
It looks like their cuts as well, where but all the way up is like a different kind of flower, not like the cherry blossoms, but like each one of the buttons looks like a different type of flowers. Yours would be, I guess,
Sunflower.
Sure, sunflowers. Klika, yours is red, but it looks almost like armor itself, but like an elevated armor. So there's multiple layers. The layers themselves give like this appearance of like a heavy armor with the layers, but it's all like silk and velvet that wraps and drapes around you. It's just completely red. There's no other color to it. And yours is completely white. And it's in the same cut. The buttons themselves are completely white too, but yours actually goes all the way up to your neck.
Oh shit!
So like your neck is not showing, where theirs is more open. Like the elves have more of an elven cut, like a low cut.
Like so low
Yeah.
cut, it's almost my belly button.
Well, no. But yours is like tight fitted
A
up top,
triple-
and
So I
yours
got a
is
turtleneck and you got a V-neck.
yeah.
My nips are showing.
No chest hair whatsoever. It's almost like wax.
All right, so yeah, then they go. Anything else you need before the morning? His Grace will see you after brunch.
I love brunch.
You are welcome to go through the gardens or visit the library, whatever you would like within the proper sections. Until then, a courtesan will be along right after brunch to find you.
Thank you for the accommodations, then.
Okay.
Thank the kings for the clothes.
Yep.
I'll get changed.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm already changed. I changed in the middle of the whole group.
I will also
No.
go and get changed.
Yeah.
Nobody come in. I'm changing.
Arcane Eye.
Opens the door.
That is the true use of arcane eye.
So you hear.
I did not.
I just realized we didn't get any clothes for Harambe.
No, he's a monkey.
Harambe wasn't gonna
Harambe is not going into the royal chamber.
That's a good way to get shit on the king.
But he's an equal member of the Renegades.
Kalika, do you have
If
any
you
more?
say so.
Any more apples?
Wow. I'm totally going to get dressed right here in this room too. Then.
Right.
Like
Me and Nate have.
you guys just go. Nathan
I was
goes,
raised in the woods, man.
Same. Yeah.
All right,
but
Can I
you-
just take a quick
Four
shot of
sprays.
alcohol?
Anyone else need a shot?
No. Yes.
What?
Yes.
Don't give any to the child.
Not the child.
He grabs her real quick.
No, I'm going to make an opposed. I'm going to make an
All right,
opposed check against that.
roll me my grapple checks.
Oh my
That
god.
was so close. Just,
You can advantage one or the other because you're holding the bottle.
I'm gonna advantage him.
Poor.
Yeah, I
Well, 'cause
rolled.
we've used
poor
we don't wanna
Fabian.
take up
Thank
spell
God.
slots.
I rolled a 7.
I rolled a 14.
No.
No. No.
She's just like,
For the adults.
Vaz, I don't mean to annoy you. I'll stop
no.
it.
Wait.
I appreciate it. At least while we're in a place where if we make our
I
own
trust
rules,
you.
they'll kill us.
It's a very
understand.
not enough to get him anything.
Behind Vazra's back.
Yeah,
I
not
grabbed
enough
his
to get him
shot.
anything.
Not enough to get anybody.
God.
Like shit
common-
face. Just like
What?
just take the nerves off.
You know what? I can't mom all of you today. I'm going to the library.
Okay.
But you want this tooth? I pull out a Batu tooth.
He goes,
All right, whatever.
It doesn't break. It almost breaks your teeth. You're like, bad decision.
How's that Batu egg doing?
But yeah, I'm going to go into one of the rooms and change.
All right, you guys are.
I look at the
ready?
Batu egg to see how it's.
Yeah, the invisible butt's
Come
still
in.
over it. So
Don't come into the room. I'm changing.
Opens the door.
I'm changing.
Guys, I'm changing.
shoulders are bare.
Laren,
Oh no,
no! What are you changing into, Laren?
my clothes that
Now
I just
take off
got.
your
All right.
blouse.
I don't wear a blouse.
Call me daddy.
Ah,
Do you need help?
no.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
when
you guys
changing
are all
the
dressed at this point. It's still a little bit early in the morning. You guys can just hang here, or you can go start viewing the palaces. Whatever you would like to do. If you want to wait for the meeting, we can go ahead and expedite that.
You know what? It's been a bit since I've been in the Royal Library. At least like 15 years. I'm gonna go find it.
Okay, yeah. You ask directions, and so anyone else want to follow her, go with her, or
I'm
just
Fucking boring.
gonna kind of skulk around and just be like, what's going on down this hallway?
You're playing some like.
I'm gonna join.
I guess I'll do like a
Naruto.
stealth check. I'll do a stealth check.
So you want to play like Dragon Chess or something?
So
I'll play
that's
If I
Dragon
was
chess.
there, I would have been down.
I'll play some chess with you.
20,
Cool.
24.
okay.
I'm less convinced of myself.
You get disadvantage. So like, oh, actually no, because
you don't
you're
wear
in
your
like the
clothes.
nice full semi armor. Okay, cool. It's hard to hide. So you're like,
Well,
you like put your back up and like look over, and a guard goes,
I got 12.
and he's like, and they just kind of look at you like,
And I'm just like,
skulk, 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 skulk.
Do I beat Common and Dragon Chess?
I need intelligence checks.
I
from
reach
you.
I reach into the cooler and grab some wine. I'm like, I must warn you, I am a master strategician.
tradition.
How ironic.
All right.
Strategician.
That's a 6 intelligence.
I got a
check.
15.
You don't win.
So, bested again. Would you care for another round?
Why are you drinking so much, bud?
Well, it feels good.
Yeah, I know it feels good, but
Right,
I'm not saying you have a problem, but I'm worried about you.
I've been.
All right, so. Oh, okay, yeah, I'm sorry. Go
Oh, no,
ahead.
it's alright. Like,
Let's say you have a
there's
problem,
not
but you have a
really
problem.
any reason I keep drinking.
Okay.
This whole time, Fabian's just like grabbing at his neck because he's never had a turtleneck before, so he's like,
That's the worst. I hate turtlenecks. God.
Do you need a hand with that? Oh, by the way, I have my dagger in like the royal fucking belt or whatever.
Yeah.
I should
Yeah,
have my
like,
dagger
do you need a
in my
hand with that? Like,
in my boot.
Okay.
can't breathe.
Okay.
So you make it to the Royal Library, and it is massive. It's the biggest library you've actually ever been in.
That's saying something.
Yeah. The library itself, it goes for a good probably 500 foot back, and then it's probably about 60 feet like in width. So just filled with tables and bookshelves and everything. There's multiple scribes in there. One of them comes and he goes, "Yes, it's an older feline, not like catfolk, not actually one of the tabaxi or lion folks. Yes, may I help you find something, or are you just browsing?"
I will be browsing. It might take me a bit to find something I haven't read already. As it were. But
Yeah, he just goes, "I doubt it."
Older than you are.
Yeah. Even if he's old.
And
she's
then,
older.
so you're walking through, and you hear skulk, 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 and you see Nerithian and Kalika like go past the door.
Investigation. Carry on.
All right. Are you guys looking for things like secret doors and stuff?
Yeah, just
Anything
like,
out of the ordinary?
Yeah, just scoping this plaza.
Yeah.
No.
I don't know shit.
I did a 6, so
I did a 7.
Okay, so you guys think that the statue looks kind of odd. You're like, man, I bet there's a door. Like if we pull on it, and
Oh,
like you start
God.
pulling on it, and like one of the livery servants is like, "Oh, please don't."
I break off like a candle on the wall, trying to pull it in.
No, here, give me that. just
Making
thank
good
you.
first
I'll put this
impressions,
back.
guys.
Oh.
We've got a raging clue right now.
Like you have like three livery servants at the end of this, like behind you guys, going, please don't touch. No, that's very old. It's a vase that is like as you guys are like poking things and
Almost knocks it down.
right behind you catching it. Oh, very good. Here, there's something interesting on down the hall. Please don't touch anything. So yeah, roll me an investigation check.
Sucks.
19.
Yeah, you're right. It takes you about an hour and a half before you actually find a title that you've never like seen or read before. The scribe is kind of watching you, and at one point he's like, because you just keep walking past stuff, he's like, and then finally when you stop and get a book, he's like,
What an ass.
If it takes an hour and a half in a massive ass library, that's still pretty damn good.
yeah, it's nothing great. It's just like the histories of the Midlands, one of the books that you've never read before. So
Nice information to
okay.
breeze through while I'm killing time.
All right. So the time passes. You guys do some more chess
Oh
games.
yeah, one more.
How many times do you want to lose?
So let's say you can get 4 good games in before this is done.
Hey,
Oh, I rolled that is a 2 total.
that's a 17. Hey,
He beats you a
Whoa,
game.
my bad.
yeah, well, yeah. Are you ready to admit defeat?
16.
That's a 7.
No,
Give
no.
up, Laren.
What the fuck?
15.
That's a 2 again.
Oh gosh! So
All
you
right,
guys are
this is-
even.
we're-
One loss, and
Wait,
like
this
as,
is- this
we
is the
gotta
last one.
tie break this
Yeah,
shit.
this is the tiebreaker.
all right.
All right.
Okay.
10.
18.
Okay.
Cheers to next time.
Yes.
Man, that's.
Sorry,
You should be.
my voice was
I
doing
think
that.
like I would be kind of impressed. You're like, oh, maybe he does. Common knows how to play some chess.
Hey.
So you said you're a strategist?
Yeah, you know, I was a commander for the Band of the Falling Star for a short while.
Oh, you said that name before.
Yeah, it
that
was-
was the thing you were a part of?
Yeah, I'm not. Don't mention it. But I was part of the Band of the Falling Star. It's a mercenary band that you can't find anymore.
All right.
Yeah, they're all gone now, and I drink heavily.
All right, I won't bug you about it.
No, it's really all right. It's just a bit, you know,
So-
it's a bit embarrassing.
All right.
The doors open at this point, and you see Kalika and Narithian come back in, and there is a total of 10 servants outside going. They're back in the court just now.
Did you guys touch? Did you guys touch things?
Like you felt like you could have done better, but Kalika was with you, so the skulking did not go successfully.
I don't believe you, but come on, guys.
So did we successfully get my turtleneck chopped off?
Oh right.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I didn't really want to chop it off. I want to see if there was some way I could just like loosen it somehow.
yeah. It has buttons. So
Oh.
you can loosen it. It folds down. It looks kind of weird, like
Yeah.
like kind of an Elvis thing.
I just leave it like
cool with that.
Yeah, yeah. You look like a wizard, dude.
yeah. So I saw the
Real
buttons.
lizards.
I saw the buttons and put the knife away and just like undid it. It's like, hey, yeah.
Cut the buttons off.
All right, so
That's
you-
better. I can breathe.
All right, so Vazra, about this time, one of the servants comes and goes, it's about time to meet His Grace. Would you like to go back and meet with your friends?
Certainly.
And I will show you to the meeting chamber.
By all means, lead the way.
So he goes back, and actually Reginald meets at the door about the same time. And yeah, he goes, if you'll all follow me, please. Weapons are not permitted in the main chamber as of yet, unless you are. So if you do have any weapons, we do ask that you leave them in the room, please.
I totally understand. I need to go put it with my things. I'll be back in just a moment. So I go into the room I didn't sleep in, and I spend some time trying very desperately to like tuck it away somewhere, like underneath a belt or like is there a pocket?
already
I
shoved
want to
mine
hide
in my
my
boot.
short
Jake.
sword.
Okay, give me some sleight of hands.
All right.
I've already shoved mine in my boot.
Okay, give me some sleight of hands.
I don't need it.
Get
I
some
mean, I
Fallout
have a
New
giant
Vegas
freaking hand.
up in this joint.
All right.
I don't need mine either.
Okay.
Yes, I say.
I
Rolling good today.
guess there's
He doesn't take it. He just says that you can leave it.
You
in
literally
the room.
can't disarm unless you pocket dimension it. It shows back up after a minute.
You can always pocket dimension it.
19.
Okay. Yeah. That's the same thing, ultimately.
Is anyone
14.
bringing in a bag of holding
Okay.
with them?
All right.
All right.
Does
And what was
anybody
your
have a bag of
13.
holding with
Okay.
them?
Yeah, I have a bag of holding. But I'm not taking my bag of holding.
I'm not taking
Wait.
my bag of holding either.
I guess they would. Yeah, I don't want them
They
to
would
search-
check that. I'm not
Yeah.
bothering.
I'm leaving.
Alright.
So I'm leaving my bag of holding in the room, which I don't like for what it's worth. And yeah, I just have it tucked like underneath my belt. somewhere.
in the bag of holding.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just try to hide my giant fucking hammer somewhere in the room.
Okay.
Like I can't
Do you want me to
Yeah.
just put it in the bag of holding?
Well, what if they come through?
They're not gonna go through it.
You have to know what you're grabbing.
Yeah, you have to know what you're looking
I
for to
hand
put it
him
in.
my hammer.
Get Mary Poppins quite beautifully.
Yeah.
I get really sad about it. I don't like it.
So the bag is on a table that has that you can see underneath it, like it's a stage trick. And
Yeah, Reginald's like, he actually open mouth like,
Reginald's never seen one.
nah.
Oh, yes.
One of the other guys.
I put-
Praying Mantis is like,
I hide it underneath the set of pillows, and that's it.
okay. You feel like it's well hid. All right. So, right this way, y'all. Reginald starts heading out. You go to the main corridor, and he leads you up through the double doors. You go through like what looks to be a very nice, fancy dining area. However, this dining area, even though it's fancy, you don't see any nobility in here. You see a lot of soldiers and stuff. A lot of what looks to be like captains and some high-ranking members of the state. They kind of look up, and you see some of the livery actually stand up and. As you all pass and bow, like nod their heads differentially as you pass, and they sit back down and start eating. And you're led to this main hallway where your eye went before, and the two guards and the gym, two lion folk that are in the blue azure kind of like gym-like plate stop you all, and they go, "Are they disarmed?" Herschel goes, "Yes, they told us that they would leave all of their weapons in the room. If you will allow us to search you, please."
I step forward first.
So he gives and everything. Pass. So, underneath your belt, please. If
I'm
you
not sure
will
what you're talking about.
Belt.
kindly undo your belt and allow us to see what is in there.
Excuse me.
Oh.
See, are you trying to sexually harass me, sir?
Are you
I
trying
find
to
this
sexually
very
harass my
offensive.
friend?
Excuse me. If you're trying to sexually harass me, I'll be in my room. And I go to turn and walk away.
Goes over to Vazra.
I guess I go back to my room.
Okay.
Yeah, well, fine
He's over to
then.
you.
You know.
If you will lift up your boot, sir.
I lift up my foot.
No, I mean,
I was about to say, okay.
I take my foot out of my boot.
he takes the boot, takes the dagger. We will hold this outside.
My boot dagger.
He hands it back.
No,
to you.
okay, hear me out. That actually is very, very important to me, and I would very much like you to be very, very careful with that. Please.
On my honor, we will take care of your very important dagger.
Thank you. And then I put back on my boot.
He takes it and he almost reverently like holds it and puts it to the side in like a little holding area.
Thank you.
Lift up your boot.
Okay.
That's the name of the episode.
Pats it down.
Normally you have to buy me dinner first. I wink.
Maybe I will.
Oh!
My
Guys, I'm finally getting this flirting thing down.
You don't have to get naked, do I?
I think you have a type, and it's cat people.
I've never had one. I'm so curious.
You may need to know about their genitals.
I'm gonna go close to Common and be like,
Common's gone.
I'm
Yeah,
walking
what
away.
you
I guess I'm
wanted to
not
know?
gone
that's
yet.
right.
But
He said something about cat genitals. I've
If
never
you'll
had
follow
one.
me,
fine.
please. And the guard turns around. One of them
have,
starts
like,
walking. The other
arms.
one stays put.
As I'm following, I want to look for any runes on the wall, any dispel bullshit, any sort of what killed my floating squishball.
So about in this one spot that you remember that the sight kind of went dim, you do see with your amazing passive perception, you do see a thin line of what looks to be like runic arcane like lettering in silver etching that's just on the hallway itself, like the whole hallway, like in the rings it.
Style
and
runes.
You believe that draconic runes. You believe that it's just like something that
Anti-magic field.
Yeah, it's like it just dispels it for a second. Anything trying to come through.
Gotcha. Won't hurt the magic items though. Yeah.
It occurs to Common walking away that it actually isn't a bad idea to have somebody watching this stuff. So I am going to hurry on back to the room and like just keep watch over all of our things.
Okay. So you are led into another area, and you actually see a large throne room off to the side that's open. There's plenty of more guards that are actually in this blue kind of azure gem-like plate mail in the room, but there's no one else in there. And then you are brought into a side room that's smaller that has what appears to be a nice desk with like a small amount of books and a room off to the side that's closed. There's two more of the guards in here with the blue plate armor, and you also see there is a tabaxi that is wearing robes, very fine looking robes. He's groomed really well. His hair is slicked back. And he has various ornamentations, like some rings and stuff on him. He has a wand actually in his belt, and he's just kind of staying off to the side. And so, if you will have a seat, His Grace will be with you shortly. And there's some sitting in there. So, would you like any refreshments? Reginald's still with you. Would you like any refreshments while you wait?
Thank you.
No,
I do not know what that is. I apologize. Could I get you something like it? Could you explain what it is?
Don't worry about it. It's really better that you don't know.
Be compost. Anything for any of you?
I'll have water.
Water?
That would be lovely.
With cucumber.
No, that's disgusting.
Have you guys tried this water?
Fuck, guys.
All right. And then about 30 minutes go by, and you actually, the Reginald comes back in. He brings some water and brings some goblets and hands each of you some goblets, pours it up, nice water. And he says, if you'll follow me, the king will now meet with you.
Detect poison and disease.
Okay. No poison or disease in it. Yeah, that's good. Artesian well water.
Slurp.
Boss.
It says, the chalices say, Evian.
They say Fiji.
They say Fiji.
Fee. So they actually bring you back into the main hallway, and the the palace room is now closed off. There's two guards staying outside. They open up the doors, and one of the guys says, His Highness, His Grace, King Leopold.
I guess I kind of bow or curtsy.
And you walk in and you see it's an older lion folk. He is not dressed in any armaments like any armor or anything like that, but his clothing looks kind of like yours with like the layered look to give an impression of armor, but it's not. He has grain around the sides of his glorious mane. And he's sitting there. His crown does not look like ornate like most kings that you would think of. It's just a simple, almost iron circlet, but it looks very old, and it has runing in it that you notice that is draconic in nature. He's well dressed. Everything on him looks perfectly matched and picked up, like he's never worn this one outfit before in his life. However, it's not gaudy. It's not like he's trying to brag about his wealth or station or anything. It gives like a confidence to him, a power to him, but it's not overt, and it doesn't seem threatening. And you see two other robed tabaxi that are in here as the other one follows in, and there's about 12 of the guards that are in the blue armor that are out and around. And the one court crier that came in says, "May I present to you, King Grace, Lady Vazra, Master Laren."
I do a small, kind of a spire-like curtsy that I was taught to do.
Lady Kalika.
I kind of try to copy what she does, but I've never.
I just nodded. That's all I did.
Yeah, I'm gonna just do
nodded,
what
so-
she did. Like I looked at her, like, I didn't know what to do.
Master Fabian.
He goes, and then just stares at him.
Master Nerithian.
Sorry.
Just holds his hands up.
I feel like I'm the only one taking the seat.
King Leopold smiles and he nods, kind of in general. He goes, "So, the heroes from Ollard's Mill. You have my gratitude. I have heard the good deed that you did for my kingdom. And I would like to personally thank you all for ridding the town of the presence that was unwanted there. Thank you for keeping the king's peace. I have brought you here to offer you a boon. You may ask of me anything within reason, and I would be happy to grant it for you within my power. Know this, I will not jeopardize the safety of my kingdom in this boon. And I already will give you titles to the effect of lords and ladies in the land if you so desire."
Real quick, Vazra, what was the thing that is connected to Nerithian called again?
I never got a name. It's a soul nexus of sorts.
Do you think he would know what that is?
Regardless of whether or not he can help, it is important for a king to know of traitors in his midst
Oh,
and
absolutely.
threats from foreign lands.
True, true.
You saying this in Draconic to each other?
Common.
Or common?
Yeah. Well,
What do you mean, traitors in my midst? I
well,
would be interested to hear.
I assume you are familiar with the awful empire known as Spire across the ocean?
Yes, we have had dealings with Spire in the past.
Yes, there's recently been a large movement of slaves from Spire to our good kingdom here of Knightsbridge, headed by a evil paladin known as Zergig. Are you familiar with such a being?
I have heard of a name of Zergik. I have yet to meet him.
Well, he has this object we have heard of known as the Soul Nexus is what we heard it called. And it is an artifact that potentially could cause problems for Knightsbridge in general. Knightsbridge in the small scheme, kind of the entirety of the non-Spire world for the grand scheme. Better to tell you about it now in case you weren't aware.
So, you are saying that this empire of Spire is seeking to usurp some of my rule?
It seems that they are trying to destroy / absorb the majority of the world that they don't already control. as you must know at this point, they believe in the deity known as Panlor, who is primarily involved in conquering.
And we have reason to believe that they have a foothold somewhere in the city where they have a gem that contains the souls of their victims.
The Soul Nexus.
Roll me a perception check with advantage,
Who?
since he's done the majority of the talking. I mean, not a perception check. I'm sorry. Persuasion.
Oh, that's even better. 23.
Hey.
I would like to hear more of this spire. I have heard from some of my servants that you are also spirelings. Quick to betray your own people?
I cast non-detection on all of us, for what it's worth, particularly Nerithian.
She
One of
is
the court wizards goes,
she is merely casting a spell to protect us from unwanted intruders in our conversation.
Leopold goes, Madagar. What he says is true. It was nothing offensive.
One never knows when their enemies are listening in.
Better to be precautious than dead. So,
I would ask that you please tell us if you're going to do any missives.
I apologize, I did not wish to interrupt.
yes. But as you were asking, I do believe only 3 of us are from the nation. Well, I am from the Sealy territory next to Spire, brought to Spire and then turned into a slave. Same with Nerithian and Fabian. Honestly, I don't know too much about. I knew he lived in the southern lands.
And swamp people.
The swamp people near Spire, but
Close enough.
held no true affection for the country.
Interesting. There are some... Well... Do you wish to think on your boon then? And should we discuss other matters? Or would you like to ask your boon now?
I think it would be beneficial for us to hold off on that for future use.
He smiles. Very well. It looks like he is actually, impressed that you would just not ask for a boon outright. I could see that this shows character and wisdom. Very well.
Funny. But yes.
Then allow me to ask some questions of you. I do take into consideration your warning, and me and my people will discuss this overt possible threat to our nation.
Inside check.
Okay.
Which is going to be
I trust
horrible.
every word that comes out of his mouth.
Yeah, it's like 10.
He rolled a 1. So he seems very genuine with what he said. So what you gain from the insight check is he is being aloof because he doesn't know you. Like, you get this general sense that he's gauging you. He doesn't know any of you other than rumor. He's never seen any of you before. So he's sizing you up. He's listening to what your words are. He's being very careful with the questions
Trying
that
to get
he's
the cut
asked.
of our jig.
He is. You don't think that he's trying to do anything like dastardly or hide anything from you. It's more so that he's just getting the lay of the land of you. And you actually now think that the question of the boon and when you guys were going to ask it was almost a test to see if you would maybe be dumb enough to ask right away for a boon or consider what your options would be. So he seemed impressed that you decided to wait for it. The first question that I have is, of course, I've heard that Lady Vazra is in charge of your organization. I know that you have merchant and mercenary papers given to you by one of my servants, Theron Xavian.
Yes.
There is a matter of a problem that you had first coming in on the city. Theron has made it known to some of my subordinates that you may not be trustworthy. I am more inclined to believe that you may be, and he may have been mistaken, but I would like to ask, the first time that you were here, there was endeavor that happened within the sewers, I believe. From my sources, there were many people that lost their lives, and your descriptions were brought up by a few.
At this point, I'm confused.
Yeah, you were there.
Yeah, he doesn't look at you when he's saying
Yeah.
this. He's
We-
looking at Fabian, Laren, Vazra, Colin.
I'm not
Or,
there.
I mean, Nerithian.
From Theron, we were sent on a mission to retrieve his brother from the furnace, and we did that. And by any means necessary, as we were told, we were allowed to.
It is difficult not to answer violence with violence.
Especially when they're thugs living in a sewer. Slitting people's throats and throwing them into a giant fire.
I just side-eye him when he says thugs living in a sewer.
Okay, there's a difference between thugs living in a sewer
Yeah.
and people
No,
living
no,
in
no,
a sewer.
no, no, I get that. I'm just... That's why it's only a side-eye. I was like,
It is difficult sometimes being in a position of power. Rule must be kept above and justice must be upheld. But a city also runs in different ways, in different facets, if you will. I appreciate your help in the endeavor, and I am inclined to believe that you are doing the best for my city. Maybe just to get your papers, but nobly enough done. There's also the matter of Ollard's Mill. I have heard troubling accounts from a few sources. Mainly the ones that I believe are actually refugees that have come from there and have had horrible things done to them. They have spoken how you set them free from the tyrant Everett the Grin, who I know of. I did not know that he had made his headquarters per se in Ollard's Mill, nor did I know that he had had a base there for about a year and a half, which not only troubles me greatly, but angers me. My lands need to be governed. They need people that I can trust in places of strategic importance. My question is, are you people that I can trust?
Well, as you said, justice must be upheld. And when we saw the terrors and the horrific acts that were being performed in Ollard's Mill and the neighboring towns that were being raided, our combined souls felt so much anger and fury that we felt it was only necessary to take down Everett. There's no better way to say this. We feel like we are justice in this case. And if you don't trust us, understandable. As you've said, your cohort Therian says he doesn't trust us. I probably pronounced his name wrong. But
He smiles at that.
I do genuinely think that we care about the people of this land, and we care about the people that are good, and we care about the justice that is being upheld. Now, if you don't trust us, we will still uphold the justice in our own eyes. It's more or less whether you're going to trust us to do it for you or for ourselves.
Those are bold words. Dangerous words for some. But I'll take them in the spirit that they were given, as a soul that wants to do right and just things. I hope that my leadership as king is a just one. However, sometimes there are gray areas. Many, many gray areas. Well, Vincent speaks highly of you. And also, you have a friend in the Temple of Crihedron. I don't know if it's because of Lady Kalika's connection or your friend Kaliana's, but you have a friend there. Where is Master Common?
He went to return an item to his bag, and then
The dagger, I believe.
something of the sorts. But he decided it was probably in our better interest that he remained watching our stuff. It is less of a insult to you and more of a kind of precaution on our own sense. We have not been treated perfectly by everyone we've met, so I hope you understand our abrasiveness.
I would like to meet with him very much. This evening.
All right.
You all can attend or not. If you would like to stay with your gear, I would just like to have a conversation with him. Get the lay of the land of who he is. I've heard many things about Giant Killer, Vazra's dogs, and the Queen of Shadows, the Horned One. I've heard many things, and I am thinking they are good.
I'm glad you think so, Your Highness.
You are welcome to stay in the palace as long as you would like, but I would hope to have an answer about the boon that you wish from me in a few days.
If you will let us think on it, I'm sure we'll have it.
Very well. That'll be all. It's been lovely meeting each of you.
You as well. I'm glad that we seem to have an ally in such a high place.
We shall see. That is my hope as well. And the courtesan motions for you to exit out of the room.
At least that's a step up from an antelope.
The horned one?
The horned one.
The horned one.
The horny one.
The horny.
Probably, yeah.
What time is it?
It is 9:26.
We're going to take a break.
Not a
because-
bad time.
I gotta wait.
Yeah, me too.
All right, everyone, we are back. All right, so you guys leave the palace section, and they actually escort you back down to the hallway. The one guard that was standing there as you approach, he goes and grabs the knife that you had, and
Thank you. And I just...
I hope that it's fine and exactly as you had it before.
I put it back in my boot sheath. Thank you.
They never checked. They never saw your short sword.
Yeah.
Good.
But the question is, how was I hiding it?
We have a
Oh,
cape.
nature's pocket.
So I assume nature's fine. Oh, okay.
Oh, no.
So, yeah, you guys are led back out to the main area again. It actually brought through the kitchen area by Reginald, and then he stops at the double doors, and he just says, "So you have the lay of the palace in the common areas. Anything past here is restricted. You would need to have a permission. Welcome to the palace."
And we're having dinner tonight with the king?
So I believe he said that he would like to have Master Common speak with him this evening. We shall come to fetch him for that.
All right. I thought he said, if you guys want to come, you can.
You can.
All right.
You may attend if you would like,
Perfect.
but Master Common is a necessity.
Required. Yes, I understand. And then we're let back into our quarters.
They just kind of disappear. You're outside in the main area. You can go where you want at this point. You're guests of the palace.
I'm gonna ask for my hammer back. My baby.
That's in the room. So,
Oh, in the bag.
so you guys have to go back into the room.
Did I do good?
Yes, you did excellent.
Okay. I was like, oh, my heart so
Decompressing.
fast. Whew, that was good.
You spoke well. You represented us well.
I pull a short sword from somewhere.
Really?
Don't smell it.
Oh no!
I mean, I wasn't planning on it.
Oh no!
Oh, God.
Oh.
Nate, you're a man of many mysteries.
Collapsible.
So let's find common.
Well, we have until the afternoon. I have business in town anyway.
That's true.
But
What are we doing?
I don't know.
I-
What are we doing?
I take it when I got back to the room that like there wasn't anything eventful. Nobody like rummaging through our crap, stuff like that.
No.
Okay.
No one's right. Yeah.
I didn't have to break anybody's arm today.
No,
Cool.
no.
So,
Then I'm in that case I'm light drinking and I'm playing dragon chess against myself. Like, how the hell did he? But if I
You see, the knight moves in L's.
what?
So,
How do you move an
I'm
L?
gonna assume we aren't gonna do that one thing at night that we were talking about now.
Oh, we totally will, just not right now.
Not tonight.
But, like, okay.
I need to
We've
go.
got things to do.
I'm telling you, it's going to be after it's been years.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Like, it's going to be like
a-
25 years, and we finally are like, it's time.
as lords and ladies and
Fabian has a huge
What are they
beard, he's
gonna
like,
do?
Oh yeah, we did think about that, right?
I'm Lord Laren, you can't.
We'll store it in Nerithian's butt of holding.
No.
Oh, fuck.
No, it's a portable hole.
Ah, yes.
Really? Because I imagine like a bag of devouring. Just imagine Nerithian. Cheeks wide open.
like Pac-Man.
Oh my god.
All right, so
I'm at a loss.
I'm picturing him more like Lord Laren comes up to the renegade and says, "No, that sign, give it to us now.
It is ours.
Yes. Surrender the sign or face
We
the
have a
consequences."
boon, Your Highness.
Oh my fucking, what a power move! What an absolute power move!
We want your sign.
We want his fucking sign, Your Majesty, please. I know.
For those of us, if there's anybody joining us today, it's been a long-running thing that we named ourselves after a tavern that we stayed in once, and we've been trying to scheme our way to stealing their sign for a while.
We're gonna
The
get it
king's
eventually.
like, it's not within my power.
he would give it to you. Darren would be pissed.
Honestly, maybe we're the jester is up there and that
Wait, hear me out. We take our boon is we take the sign and he's not allowed to name his tavern the Renegade anymore. He has to legally change it to something else.
Oh. He might be too pissed.
Yeah, no, I mean, spite. I run on aesthetic and spite.
Can our boon be a better name than the Renegades? I like it. I just think there's got to be something
name us,
better
Your
to it.
Highness. That is our boon.
Please name us.
Please give us a glorious holy
The
name.
Neoplodians.
Okay.
His eyes vaguely, like, kind of look off into the distance. The butthole surfers.
It's already trademarked.
Trademarked. We can't do it.
All right, so you are all outside. Common's still in the room. Who wants to go back into the room?
I'm
Who
gonna
wants
go
to
back
go
into
where?
the room and grab my junk.
Same.
Hey guys, I grabbed my junk.
I'm gonna.
So everyone goes back in.
Not feeling particularly social today.
Harambe has been like swinging in the room where they were sleeping, and the bed's already like a mess from where they were tossing and turning. And he's just like every once in a while you see like here's
not
the
a
doors,
chandelier.
here's the doors, and you'll see like
Get your
him,
fucking
like,
monkey.
swinging somewhere.
Out of me.
I gotta change.
Yeah.
I grab your maul out of the thing and I give it to you.
My baby.
Do you also want your armor?
No, just my baby.
Okay. Then can you please leave?
Yes.
I'm changing.
Yeah, I'm gonna go into one of the other rooms and just shut the door by myself.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you that nobody fucked with that stuff.
Most excellent. That is good to hear. Any of the paintings moving?
Were any of the paintings moving? Would that be a disadvantage?
Yeah, since
Yeah.
you didn't ask then.
Disadvantage investigation?
Yeah.
Oh my god, this could be a 0.
Lord.
Okay, so that's a 5. As far as I could tell.
Yeah.
Nah. No, I don't think so.
I
Paintings
nicely
moving.
fold up my new clothes and put on my old clothes.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave my clothes on. It's been a while since I've had a shirt. This feels nice.
Did you guys put your clothes in the bag of holding, or did you just leave them out?
Please let me know.
Oh, I would
I
have
still
put
have
mine in
mine
the
on.
bag of holding.
Okay. Anyone that left their clothes out, they have been laundered, pressed, and left out on the bed.
My plate mail's been cleaned.
No,
Or half
like your
plate.
pants.
Yeah, my half plate pants that don't do any.
Yeah, everything's nice and clean that was left out. So if you put it in a bag of holding, sorry.
Yeah.
I can just presidigitation my
I
clothes.
take-
That's true.
They
but I'm
did
just
too.
saying, yeah.
I technically didn't have clothes. I'm pretty much just armor.
Okay. Yeah.
These are basically like the first actual clothes that Nerithian's ever even touched.
Anything that
Commons
can be
too.
washed has been washed.
What was said about meeting with Deborah?
They said that
They were
they
gonna
would
get back to me, right?
Yeah, send someone for you
Okay.
when it was his time. So
I have I've got to go get stabbed a bunch more. You guys good? Anyone else going into town?
Hey, actually, I'll come with you. I'd like to go meet a tattoo artist.
Okay.
It'll be fun.
I got. Oh fuck!
Mhm.
I have a meeting I gotta go to.
A meeting?
Yes, you know that sword?
Hmm?
I was gonna go see if we can cut it in half to a short sword.
That would be dope as hell.
Absolutely. And I had this
so that's the
meeting in
same
the
place. So.
Yeah. I just forgot that I was supposed
You
to.
have
meet
a book to
people there.
finish.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm going to the same place.
Thanks
as you,
for
so
reminding me,
Shall we?
to get
God.
a shower.
All right.
If
So do you want to
it's-
do that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's like 2,000 gold pieces.
You're just meditating in your
Put
room.
it.
Give it same.
Okay, cool.
3,000.
You do the Fabian meditation,
Give everyone
up
the
against
things
the
they
wall.
need. They don't need anything. They have the things. I have a good.
And you're just
thing. You
meditating
don't
and
have
praying?
magical
Yep.
weapons.
Okay,
I
cool.
don't. I have to.
I changed in all my stuff. Armor,
You
new
don't
shield.
know
My
about
old shield is in my bag of holding.
Okay, cool.
No shirt.
Cool.
As
Yeah.
normal. And yeah, just bodyguarding it up.
All right, so Nerithian actually heads back out towards the tower towards the mage tower.
Oh, Nerithian. If you're going to Vincent, can you give him this? And she's gonna give you a letter. Tell him to make sure he casts comprehend languages before he touches it, or it might break his brain, and I don't want to do that.
All right.
But he said he was.
Nazareth says that she's going to give you a letter that might break your brain unless you cast comprehend languages on it. Easy.
Thank you kindly. How is Vastra today?
How are you today?
A little stressed.
She says she's a little stressed.
Oh, that's terrible. Please tell her my kindest regards. Is Nerithian coming to finish chapter 5?
I do believe he is, and he's going to give you the note.
Excellent. I'll be waiting outside for him. Tell him to, if he would leave the monkey, please.
Leave the monkey, please. Common, hold the monkey.
Okay.
Hold on, Bay. Go with comment.
We are just. He's
I had
on my
some
shoulders the
there.
entire time. He's a good boy.
All right, so you head back to the tower. Vincent meets you outside, takes you up, and you start scribing chapter 5 of the Tales from the Sealy Elves. So,
Tales from
you
the
were
Sealy
getting
Elves.
to the story of childhood
Nature's pocket,
fables.
tails.
And one was, I believe, they named after your animal companion. So begin there.
Well, there was this young boy, you see.
It all began with a young boy.
And everything tells the best stories.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys go back to Idgaff's.
Are you sending to talk to Vincent really quick, guard?
Sure.
Guard the ring. That letter, I don't know how familiar you are with deep speech, but it will let you relive some of my childhood memories, some of the stories my father was telling me. You said you were interested in my people, and I think that is a good place to start, since I cannot get over there right this instant.
That is fascinating, wonderful, and everything I wanted to hear today. I'm sorry you're stressed. Your friend Vincent.
It is fine. I will survive. I hope to actually meet you in person to discuss some of the things, but I hope this does for now. Give you the ring back.
Yes, we do need to speak in person.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys go back to Idgaff's. Lolt's actually watching the shop today. He's like, hey. Hey,
Hi.
it's them.
Why are you here by yourself?
I'm not.
Okay. Why are you watching the front?
Cause my uncle told me to.
Okay. Yeah, child. Well,
Idgaff
I'm
comes
gonna.
out. Oh, there you are, Lol. Oh my gosh, you about took orders. Lol goes to the back. Okay. Jumps to the back.
He's
Hello,
gonna go
Idgaff.
talk with Sam about.
All right, Sam's like, hey.
So, the sword.
Yeah, so we can do it.
How much?
It's gonna cost 1,500 gold.
Fuck ton of gold for modifying a weapon.
1,500.
Haggle is
Since hear me out, sir. We are doing a lot of business with each other. I've been buying stuff to increase our kind of business relationship. Would you be willing to maybe take it down 200 gold pieces just for the sake of a good business relationship?
Roll me persuasion.
All right.
200.
That is still a 20.
Hey.
Not really supposed to do this. Hey, Gaff gets pissed if we don't sell money. If we don't like.
make money. Like, dude, if we don't do like,
If we don't
if we
sell
don't
money,
do capitalism, he gets so mad.
Oh man.
The devil's lettuce.
I can knock 500 off.
500.
It'll be 1,000.
Perfect.
I'll give
Once
you
again,
$5 for that $5 bill.
I
Sounds fair.
thank you.
I feel
And-
like this is a good one-time consideration.
Good business
Build a
building
business.
relationship. I think I'm sorry for how I treated you yesterday. I was just a little flustered.
That's kind of normal, is what happened.
Yeah.
If
Thank
common-
you, Sam. I appreciate it.
If Common's within earshot, all
And
he's
I'm gonna-
hearing is business, 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 business.
I'm gonna give him the 1,000 gold.
I just realized
I'll have
having,
it done for you in the morning.
Perfect.
having change be given to you at a store is buying money, is selling money.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yes,
Vas.
Shackleton. We got work to do.
Shackleton.
Hey, Vasra. How
see,
does a new short sword sound?
I'm right here.
So you see another.
Oh, right. I
You
thought
see
you were
another
looking at your
individual.
tattoo.
Whenever you get Shackleton, we got work to do. You see another individual. It looks like a human is really frail looking, and he's like quivering, like, okay, what are we doing? Go back to the anvil. We're gonna make this smaller. Fascinating.
I would have loved if he charged you 1,500 and then just turned around and hit it with a hammer.
Here.
Already crazy expensive anyway, just for modifying.
Amazing.
But I would love a new short sword if no one else is going to claim it.
I think everyone else has weapons that they're satisfied using.
So yeah, he goes off and takes a sword and starts working on it. You start hearing him hammering, and you see the Shackleton's like casting what looks to be like some kind of spell and concentrating on it. You actually see the aura of it going into the metal as he's like forging it. Idgaf comes up. Here for your second round.
Oh yes.
Yes. Calipi told me you might be here.
Wow, that hurt my soul.
So,
no, they
anyone
watch-
else getting anything from the tattoo artist?
Nope.
This guy's got the most punchable voice of all time.
I should, but anyway.
I don't
I'm just
think
hanging out with
I mean,
Buster
this
today.
is a business. Normally, money transpires.
Well, we just bought stuff. I mean,
We did
Okay, you can remain.
just drop a lot
yeah.
of gold.
I just dropped 1,000 gold.
I've already dropped the gold for the thing I'm doing.
I don't care. Thank you for your business.
You're really not good at things.
All right, so you guys head on up to the room.
Just me and my monkey and
Oh.
Bezra.
Yeah. Do you go with them, Blair?
To
Because
the
like,
tattoo?
yeah.
Are you good? Do you want me to come with you?
I mean, I will be fine either way.
I just don't have anything to do today.
I mean, if you want to hang out.
Yeah, let's hang out and watch
There's-
Bezra get her tattoo.
Something I need to do real quick. It'll only take a couple of minutes.
Sure.
I want to use my crown to be able to speak Celestial.
Ah.
Okay.
It.
I just forgot to declare it earlier, so I figured I should do
Okay.
it now.
Yeah, sure.
Just takes a short rest. That's like a few minutes of sitting around and thinking about it really hard.
Okay, you thought about it on the way here.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
All right. All right, so you guys make yourself up into this room. This is the first time that you've been here. You've been here before, you saw. So it's actually a really nice room. It has a glass-like roof, so a lot of light's coming in from the day. It's really nicely decorated. There's tapestries and flush, velvety carpets and stuff, like kind of, or not carpets, but like drapery kind of draped all around the room. It looks very elegant, but at the same time, in the very center of it, there looks to be not a bed necessarily, but like this stone kind of pillar that's about table height. And you see this little girl sitting on it. She's in white, what looks like loosely fitting robes, nicely done. She has this metal clasp around her neck that's in silver and on her wrists as well. She's completely tattooed everywhere in blue tattoos, like what Vazra's getting done on her head. And she's completely bald, and you see these little nubbings on the back that look to be where maybe wings were that seem to have been removed somehow.
What I know of Azamar.
Yeah, you know of Azamar. Many were tortured in Spire.
Yeah. Is this similar to how they were tortured in Spire?
They did very horrible various things.
Yeah.
Not necessarily this. I mean, yeah, wings were messed with, but it wasn't. And she looks over at you all, and she has completely like wide eyes. She goes, but you also see there's a large bruise on one of her eyes.
Is that new?
Yeah, it's new. And she like looks over at you all, and she goes, "Hi, Vazra. Are you ready for your second session?"
I am, but first, if I may, and I'm gonna like reach out to touch her and see if she like flinches.
Well, she flinches back a little bit first. But
I can heal you. You seem hurt. Cure wounds.
all right, bruise goes away.
What
Blessed be thee,
did
my
that to
child.
you? Hi, I'm Laren. I stick out my hand.
Hi,
I'm coming.
But,
this is Harambe.
Oh, right.
she smiles a little.
He's a good monkey.
I like him.
But yeah. Who did that to you?
Roll persuasion.
15?
It was my fault.
No, honey. It's never someone's, it's never your
Honey.
fault.
Guidance in
Whoa.
Celestial. Do you need help?
No. Please sit down. I'll finish your tattoo.
Okay.
I'll find a chair for myself and Harambe.
He didn't mean to. I shouldn't have asked questions that I asked. That's all.
Ooh.
It is never a sin to seek knowledge.
I know better to ask certain things. And she starts working on the tattoo on your head. They're speaking in Celestial. So
Ah.
Are there any questions that I could answer? I'm very good at finding things out if you need knowledge.
no, I'm okay.
Gets to take magic.
Mm.
Okay. This whole room is magical.
Right.
So this room is like a giant vault, basically. It's a prison, and it also like has like a lot of enhancements. Basically, it's made so that the walls can't be breached, the glass can't be breached either in or out. The only way in is the doors, and you also sense that the doors have like a heavy lock that can be activated with what seems to be some kind of power word. It's also heavily trapped, but it's towards the outside, not the inside. The room has the same enchantment put on it for like temperature. All of the inks and stuff that you see around in the room are heavily magical too, but they all it's like kind of overwhelming. You're like, oh, because they're all different auras everywhere. And then the pen itself has an aura to it of like etching. Also, she is like glowing, but you see 3 certain runes on her that seem to be glowing more. One's actually glowing almost through the opaqueness of her dress. And they seem to be active or attuned to her. And they all seem to be skill related to like enhance her ability to do what she's doing.
Anything on the shackles?
Yes, the shackles are also like heavily. They're meant to give pain or pleasure, and they're also meant to. They don't. They're seamless. They come off with like a word as well, but you sense that they're bound to this room itself. Like it can't move outside the room, or it'll start giving pain, almost like a shock collar.
In Elvish. I think we might have something to discuss about that boon.
Hey.
Mm.
In Elvish, are you sure that I think we would be making an enemy out of Iggath?
And I said
I
discuss.
don't care about making an enemy of Idgath.
You
Why,
should.
why
This
would you want to
is-
hurt Idgath?
And
He's nice to me.
She's speaking Elvish also?
Yeah.
We're not hurting Idgath. He's not. God, no. This is just all kinds
Idgath
of.
didn't do this.
Who did?
The master.
Who is the
Who's
master?
that?
Roll persuasion.
Who is no.
Out my middle dice. Fuck, 15.
He doesn't like me telling his name, not to strangers. But my name is not Callipie.
Who are you then, really?
Calliope. They call me He calls me Callipie, as to hurt me. But my name is Calliope.
There is a lot of pain here.
I think Calliope is a beautiful name.
Thank you. I do too. My father named me Calliope.
Who is your father?
He's dead.
That does not make them any less good to hear about. I will tell you about my father if you will tell me about yours.
She starts working on the tattoo.
Yeah.
Calliope, do you like any kind of music?
Yes, please.
I'm going to take out. Mumble, turn him into a guitar, and just start singing some Elvish lullabies my mom sang to me when I was a kid.
After you do like a couple of rounds of one, she like starts humming the tune quietly. I'd like to hear about your father.
I think it is important to talk about the dead so that they are not forgotten, because they are only dead if you really let them stay that way. Or at least that's what my father told me. He was an excellent man. Had many more belts than me. I will never aspire to that level of beltness.
She leans forward and kind of whispers in your ear. He doesn't like me talking about my father. He wants me to say that he's my father, but he's not.
I'd like to do a perception check around the room just to see if like there's anybody else here, or if there's like. No. I'm looking for danger. That's all.
Sure.
Perception of 23.
Okay.
Danger. Yeah, pretty much that.
So you're sitting there, and one thing catches your eye off to the corner. Vazir, you catch it too, but at first you didn't notice anything about it. It was one of the magical items, but it is a scrying ball over in the corner of the room. It doesn't seem to be activated right now, but you remember something similar in Vincent's room.
Okay. So would I know it's like something that you would be able to see
Yeah,
through?
because you've dealt enough with mages to know
Okay.
that it's like a looking ball, a
Sure.
looking glass.
In
yeah.
that case, I'm going to make some show of inspecting something near it and body blocking it.
Okay.
Like a bumbling oaf.
He's not watching, but you don't have to tell me if you don't want to.
He's done a lot of good for me. He lets me work here at Idgaff's, and Idgaff is kind. He just cares about money, and I bring him a lot of money, so he buys me nice things that I want. But I haven't left here in 5 years. I would like to see a garden. I heard the palace is beautiful.
I think that I can arrange for that.
Really?
I can try.
Can you use magic items outside of your tattoos?
No, because they count like you can only attune to a certain amount.
I know, but I'm saying could she unattune to one and attune to something else? If you could, I'm going to take one of the Sealy stones out of my pocket.
What?
I'm going to say, so,
Dark magic.
I know what it looks like, but trust me, this is for me to help you, and I know she would want me to help you. If you focus on this, I can talk to you without talking to you. Alright? And then I'm going to give her the Sealy Stone.
She puts it around her neck. It takes a while to attune, so
Yeah.
she just starts back on Bazra's tattoo. So your father, lots of belts.
He had lots of belts. But from a very dark place. But he was always smiling. I don't think I ever saw him without it, unless he didn't think I was looking, of course, you know. But he taught me how to be sneaky. Taught me all sorts of fun tips and tricks. And he had such a beautiful voice. He would sing me a lullaby before anytime I went to bed, anytime, even he was just leaving me to go find food. His name was Nox Revan Mistrinzad. He's a very beautiful soul. And he died long before he should have. But the world is cruel like that. And it is best not to linger while you can still remember their songs.
My father's name was Brangle. Brangle. She whispers. He taught me how to fly. And then she looks sad for a moment.
Yeah, no, I wanted that thing, but now I don't.
Yeah, now I think this is more important.
Yeah.
I was trying to move slow so I didn't freak anybody out, but
And so she works on the tattoo for a bit. You chat about her dad. She's kind of quiet now, and eventually she attunes to that stone.
Can you hear me? I say mentally.
This is odd. She says back mentally to you.
Yeah, it's a little weird, but you kind of get used to it if you're wanting to talk to people quietly. So, you don't have to tell me if you don't want to, but I see that he's hurting you, and I want to know who he is, please.
Master doesn't like his name spoken. He'll find out.
He can't find out. We're speaking telepathically. Only you and I can hear.
So she looks at your eyes but says in her head, Malthius.
I don't have my normal notebook, so I gotta... Malthius?
Malthius.
Mal.
The Shadow Hane.
The shadow.
The shadow what?
Shadow Hane.
Hane?
And I don't hear this anymore, right?
No, you don't have a silly stare.
Yeah.
Only Brendan's.
Well, I don't want to give it away, so I'll stop body blocking the seeing stone.
Okay. Yeah, she's just been kind of like she's there. Like nothing's being said except for Vazar talking. Like, and then like.
And this one time I saw him ride a Gloomstalker. It's crazy.
Oh my god. I had to kill
As
a
a-
Gloomstalker.
As a Brendan. Oh my god. So,
Yeah, I had to, but couldn't, so I ran.
do you want to leave this place?
I don't think I can. He wouldn't let me. He bought me.
Oh, honey, oh, honey, oh, honey. A lot of people buy a lot of people. That doesn't mean he owns you.
He's kind for the most part.
No.
I saw a lot of other things in the show.
My father also hurt me, and fathers don't hurt their children. He is not a good father, no matter what you believe or what he tells you. You don't belong here. I can tell that by what you are. Did he cut off your wings?
He didn't.
Did he buy you from the person who did? Well, I can't make any solid promise, but I will make this. I'm gonna try my fucking hardest to get you the hell out of this place.
Those are bad words.
Sorry. I'm gonna try my darndest to get you out of this naughty place.
Dang old place.
Heckin' place.
This heckin' place. Would you like to come to a place with me, Vazra and Common? A place that's much safer? A place where you can walk and you can live. Or
Tears starts coming down.
Close
She
with
goes. She wipes it away. She goes. He's very dangerous. She's whispering in your mind.
we're very dangerous. Do you have
Yes,
you
please. I would like that very much.
Good. We'll make sure we take care of you. I promise that. And I'm going to walk over to her. I'm going to, like, kind of put my hand out for another handshake. And I'm going to walk the fuck out of this room. And Vazra would be the only person noticing this. I wipe fucking tears out of my goddamn eye.
Do you take the Sealy Stone with you?
No, I leave it with her.
I give Harambe a treat because he's been so good.
Yeah. Rambi's just kind of looking at all the different colors.
Where's Kalika?
Cleek is meditating.
I'm back at the...
Sending ring. Kalika, where are you?
Sup, bruh? Sup, bruh?
What's up?
I'm at the room.
The fucking.
Okay,
I'm, like,
I'm gonna
eating.
bring alcohol. Please, just let's hang out. I need to rant.
Awesome.
And then I'm gonna head to the castle.
Okay.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna have Reginald bring us like a ton of food. Like I'm prepping. I'm prepping for this rant session.
I need some Doritos. I need some
I need
guacamole.
like 10 pheasants.
I need like Slim Jims and Funyuns.
Break out the laser
Stat.
I was
Watch a little Jenny.
professionally eating my feelings at 8.
Wonderful. Yes.
That should be the name of this session. Eating
Lots of
Oculus.
food.
Yeah.
Lots of food. Lots of food.
I put the bottles on ice.
Cream. Who is that thing?
What is his name?
It's,
Prancy.
Yeah,
What is
I
the
was
name?
trying to
Francie.
take it slow
Fancy.
and gradually figure out what was going on because I have, even after this one, I think 3 more.
All right.
Well,
So
I'm with Vaz for this whole session.
yeah, and she's just kind of listening to you, and smiling, and she finishes up. She finishes up after a little bit. You've gotten back by now and are drinking and eating to your tent. They brought chapter 8 is done now, and Vincent's like, "Oh, this is amazing! Oh, I never knew Nerithian. You speak so well. You should be an orator."
Well, I'm flattered.
I'm flattered for writing this. Vincent, the Sealy Whisperer. That's what I'm going to name the book.
Don't do that.
Right?
The silly whisper.
So Calliope finishes up your tattoo, and she goes, "It's almost done. Tomorrow, 2 more hours."
Just as well then. I will be here. You have friends.
Thank you, Calliope.
It's nice meeting you, Common.
Hey, nice meeting you too.
She goes over to, she kind of like goes over to Arambi and goes, hugs him. Arambi goes, rubs her head. She goes, he's funny.
He's a good boy. Come on.
I'll miss you.
We won't be gone long.
She goes over to the corner and just kind of sits. All right. Go down. Idgaf's there. And Idgaf goes, almost done. Excellent. Wonderful.
Getting there, yes.
Good. Calliope is a good girl.
Yeah. I'd say so.
Very pure soul. I do believe.
Well, I believe.
5 more levels.
All right, so you guys head out. Where do you want to head?
Well, I'm thinking we should go back to the castle.
I agree. Yes.
Okay.
Go ahead back to the castle.
We haven't told you about the fact that you need to.
And everything you get back to the
Don't worry
castle.
about
Oh yeah, no.
All right, you guys find Fabian, Kalika, and Laren gorging themselves on so much food, like an obscene amount of food.
And it's just fucking ridiculous. And like,
You're the reason.
I sit down opposite and just like listen in.
people just suck.
Yeah, people suck a lot, but you know what?
I know.
And I'm like
Too
between
many
the two of them,
feelings.
I'm like, just gently, like, I don't know how to give affection.
Hey, let me show you. And I go around behind them and just hug all of them. It's like, you guys
So,
are
yeah.
my best friends.
I'm not the one who.
And you would never not tell me about something important I'd have to do tonight or anything like that.
Come
I was
They
thinking
said
of
they were
which
gonna come get you.
Wait, what?
you got something to do tonight.
Wait, what are you talking about?
The king needs to talk to you.
What? Why?
Because he said you look very handsome and he wants to talk to you about
Oh, cool. All right.
Speaking of
He
the king,
seems
though,
nice.
Yay.
I was waiting a bit to see exactly what was going on with her. However, I would put my vote towards using our boon to free Calliope, as it were.
it. Yeah.
Calliope.
And I'm going to quickly relay the information that I got from Calliope to Bazra.
That's
And the rest of the people in the room are just Vazra.
Yeah, no, I'll tell everyone.
I grabbed my hammer.
No, wait.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't just. I thought about it, like breaking her out, but that seemed like a bad idea.
Yeah.
Really magical.
Can't do it physically, but honestly, the only way I think we can help her is with the king behind us, as it were.
Probably.
And
that.
we're going to make powerful enemies in the process, but honestly, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, she's willing to come back to Willard's Mill with us too. We can set her up with a
Right.
I
place there.
don't know if a large mill will be safe enough.
I
though.
think it would keep her safe anywhere.
Yeah.
If we have places in the palace, if we could extend.
Well,
it
now
to
wait.
that.
Maybe.
It's. Laren, did you tell me about like the wards and how they're like part?
I would have.
There we go.
I didn't know about this.
maybe, like she's enslaved, no question.
Yes.
But it's also possible that maybe somebody's also seeking her out, and if we removed her from that space, then they would be, like, I don't know. She's some kind of angel, right? What if it's like a demon or like an angel daddy who's like?
Honestly, I don't trust someone whose nickname is the Shadow Hane.
Yeah, no, it's not like I trust them. I'm just saying that like maybe
Ronald McDonald.
like.
That would make it worse.
I'm just saying it's not impossible that she's also there for a reason, which is like
Common, it does not matter in my mind. I don't fucking care.
Pass
She
her
got
another shot.
hit, and I take the fucking shot. I am getting her out as fucking as well as I can. I'm going to try.
and I am right behind you. I'm only saying that we should consider everything, not before, just like during and after and before.
Which again brings me to the thing of I don't think Ollard's Mill is safe enough. We could also use part of our boon to ensure she is safe in the palace.
Wait,
We have places here we're going to be given titles apparently.
what if we just used our boon for that castle, like sent materials, men, money?
I'm pretty sure it's almost done anyway.
How long's it been?
A while. Yeah, we've been gone for like, well, not almost done, but like
I mean, some
they've been working on it.
Some
for a while.
castles take like hundreds of years to build.
You've also got to consider he might consider that a direct threat to his kingdom.
It's not a new kingdom.
No, but
But it is.
it might
He's
look
got
like
he's
it.
got several castles.
Certainly, I'm
Like
saying if we're
building a
asking for-
castle would be as much a boon for him as us.
Right, but from a perspective of newcomers who he doesn't quite have a handle on yet, asking for a small army is probably not going to look very good.
We're not asking for an army. We're asking for a castle. You'd probably
You
raise
asked
our
for
own
men and
army.
shit. You said
No,
men.
men to build it. There's men there. You could send. You could always have more. Alright. I'm not being
We
too
have-
specific.
You're not.
It is common.
I think protecting this little girl
Yes.
would be more important than us getting a castle. Because we're getting
Well,
it one
What I
way
mean
or
is that we could
another.
protect her with the castle.
Do
also.
you know who this Malpheus is?
No, but you know what? We've got a long list of powerful enemies. Fuck it, let's just add to it. Who cares?
Can't be worse than the beholder.
It can't be worse than a beholder.
Have I heard the name?
I'm eager to
after
meet
they
the
tell it to me?
beholder.
I don't know if you really are. Because I mean, from what Vazra's told me, it's horrifying.
I am just silly enough to want to see this beholder.
How silly are you?
Look, I don't like making more enemies than we have to, but in the instance of someone suffering so deeply and so indiscriminately, I think we don't really. I don't, in my mind, have a choice but to help her.
Maybe we just need an ally first, and that's what we should use our boon for. We need allies in addition to enemies. That's all. We're all. Master strategist coming out, and I'm gonna go hang out in the garden with like a leg of lamb.
But if you guys are okay with using our boon to get her into the palace, that would be my vote for what we should use it for.
Absolutely.
I want our boon to get me unlimited power ugly.
No.
See, we can do that anyway. Like, it's not hard to
I'm
make.
going to be a lord, so I guess I
I
can.
open the garden doors like that's minimum effort, mate. Close it again. I can hear them. Like,
I think we should free her.
As do I. I just the
I
only
don't
reason
think
I
any
was
of our I don't think any of our magic can
no.
free her.
Like, we can steal a sign, we can raise an army, we can build a castle without it, but I think this is the only thing that we cannot do without outside assistance.
But we should ask King Leopold if he has ever heard of this Malthius first.
Oh,
You know, there's a library. We could do research.
Yeah, we could.
We could ask one of the guards outside. Or not.
I feel like that's showing our hand a bit too much.
Yeah.
Who's Malthias? Who's Malthias?
Hey, you, Reginald! Who's Malthias?
dun, 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 dun.
Oh, fuck, wait.
You could, I was about to say,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
could ask my friend, the bookkeeper.
Vincent, hey, do you know anyone who refers to themselves as Malthias the Shadowhane?
The title Shadowhane is well known to me, yes, but not Malthias. Are you saying they're the same person?
From what I understand, yes.
He is a dangerous sort.
What kind of dangerous?
From what my contacts have told me, he is the leader of the underground.
I'm not saying that to anyone.
Especially the assassin guild, the Shadowglare Society.
So you're saying if we try to kidnap his child, he'll probably try to kill us?
What? He has a child? Send Vazra right here, right now, please.
Blew the lid off of all of that.
Hey. It's alright. Just saying. In your personal opinion, would that be not a great idea?
I can't advise you one way or the other in this. Wait. Why? Yeah, okay. Why would you want to kidnap someone's child?
I say child, he kind of bought her as a slave, and we're trying to free her because he's abusing her.
Then yes, moral quandary. I would personally say yes, it is worth it. But it is dangerous. I will do what I can to help you, protect you, Vazra, and Nerethian.
Hey Vincent, how attached to that tower are you? Like, would you be able to? Would you be willing to move?
I cannot make that decision, but I can talk to the head mage.
Like, would you be willing to move to Ullard's Mill to hang out with Vazra and us? Specifically Vazra?
So, I could talk with the head mage about myself leaving.
Yeah, just you.
I'll let you know in the morning.
Thank you, friend.
He can be the representative.
Vazra said thanks, too.
Vazra said extra thanks, wink.
Tell Vazra,
Extra
I hope she sleeps well, and
Vazra.
I can still smell her in the room.
Whoa! I tell her the first part, but not the second part. Bro.
What does she smell like?
So,
What is she wearing?
how safe do you think she would be if we also had Vincent at Ullard's Mill with us?
Do you have any idea how easy it is to kill a mage?
Except, do you have any idea how strong Vincent is
Oh
as
no,
a mage?
I know he's remarkably powerful. I'm just saying a sharp knife in the middle of the night kills pretty much anything.
Mm-hmm.
And did you share the information about the... Yeah, you know what? Assassins. Honestly, I think the only place she's going to be safe is in the palace, and even that's a stretch.
Vincent says he thinks it might be a good idea. And he's smart.
He said that he would,
He would.
but
That's
he
what
said
I
it was
say.
dangerous.
That's what I say. I say he says it was a good idea.
I mean, we did design the castle in Olard's Mill with several secret rooms.
Exactly my point.
We've done dumber things.
Also,
So you
Pulls out
think
the
to yourself,
ski
you
mask.
could
Let's
ask
go,
Reinhardt how
boy.
it's going along.
oh yeah, fuck. Reinhardt is someone I can call too.
Yeah.
Hey Reinhardt, how's the castle going? This is Laren, by the way, in case you weren't aware.
Holy shit, my mind.
Somebody shit my mind.
He goes, this is odd. The castle is coming along splendidly. We have the inner part of it dug out, and we are beginning work on the wall.
Perfect. Also, I heard that you're throwing like a party.
I'm not throwing a party. It's the people of the town that is.
Well,
I
that's
think
what I
parties are frivolous, but it's in your honor, so.
Yeah, we also might be becoming lords and ladies of Knightsbridge. It's kind of interesting. We're at the. Guess where we are? We're at the castle of the king. The
Guess
castle.
where we are.
If I could send a picture, I would, but I can only send text.
Wow. That's good. So you're speaking on the behalf of our people?
Technically, I guess, sort of.
So I will tell the people that we have ambassadors for Olard's Mill and that you're going to speak on our behalf and work it out with the king so that everything will be okay. Good to know.
Cool.
Do you have Snapstone?
So yeah, Reinhardt says that the castle's coming along nicely. He's dug out the thing. The wall is being built.
I mean, that could still be months before it's finished, though.
Right. I don't know. Because if
you could
he's...
stay in the mage tower with the mages at
Mm,
first.
I mean, you can't really get in.
that's true.
And she is magic.
They might like having her there.
Let's just sneak in the window and take her. That worked well last time.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
King, king, king! Oh, he's so
God.
big!
So long ago.
I honestly don't remember what anyone's talking about.
For the best.
That was the time we died.
We
What a
don't
great
need
plan.
to think about it.
But yeah, so Mage's Tower might not be a bad idea. I'm honestly a little skeptical of if he's the kind of lord of the underground here, even the castle might not be safe.
Well, I mean, the castle probably isn't extra safe because that's like an assassin hotspot. Who are they going to kill if it's not someone important?
Yeah.
Right, I mean, I'm sure that the king has enemies if he's still alive. That means that
So-
he's navigating well.
In your head, you hear Vincent. So I did talk with the head mage, and your friend is welcome to stay here. She will be protected if needed.
We could just drop... Vincent says it's chill if we just drop her off there, and he is willing to protect her there.
Then she'll be safe.
Then she'll be safe.
Because the mage tower, I trust to be safe. For the most part, other than spies and,
Yeah,
inside
yeah.
men. But that's everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And I have, and also in your head, and I've also been given permission to work in Olard's Mill. However, I have to be a commissioned mage, so it will cost some money.
All right. From us or from the town? Because the town actually seems to be making quite a bit of revenue.
Either way, commissioned mages that are sent out, we have to have financial
Compensation?
in order to justify our presence.
All right, I'll keep that in mind. Thank you very much, Vincent.
No problem.
We'll talk.
Good night, everyone. Bazra.
Colin comes back in, flowers in his hair,
Bone in his
meatless
hands.
bone in his hand. He's like, he goes, and just kind of like chuck it on the floor.
So,
So I slapped down on the couch.
So then there's a place that she can be safe.
Mhm.
It's been negotiated for, and we have the means to help her.
Perfect.
Can we all agree that this is what we are using the boon for when the king asks to see Common and the rest of us?
Yes.
To save Calliope, right?
Yes.
Yes. We can do that.
So 1 vote for, 1 vote for, 1 vote for,
Wait,
1
boom.
vote for. 2
It
votes.
does-
Yeah, the king owes us a
Doesn't
favor
matter to
apparently,
me.
so...
Is it one
One
favor?
vote
Or is it,
for
like,
Calliope.
is it one favor or like a favor per person?
I think it's
Except
one
one.
favor.
I do not need
One.
this king's boon.
Yeah, I agree with saving Calliope. That
He
way.
said a boon. I'm assuming it just means one boon in total.
Well, it could mean
I don't know what a
to
boon is,
you,
but
a
I don't
to
want
you.
one.
I think it's like a.
There's knocking at the door.
Oh.
I'll answer.
The original said, His Grace is ready to receive Master Common.
What?
Come and put on your
Oh,
clothes.
right.
Excellent.
I go ahead and change. Look nice. I brush my bush back. Like, the comb gets, like, about that far before it's tangled before I can whip it out.
You look stunning, sir.
Thank you, guys.
I'll
Alright.
change too.
Oh, you go with him too?
Yeah,
Okay.
and I'll get changed.
Sure.
Be
I
fancy.
will too.
You guys all
I'm not
coming?
going to change, but I'm coming.
I was still in the fine clothes actually.
Okay.
You guys.
I'm also gonna come.
Yeah. Yeah.
The
Alright.
whole crew's here.
And
Wonderful.
I'm gonna try tucking the dagger away in a better place this time.
Come and don't.
I can't.
If you're going to attempt, allow me
Alright.
guidance.
I do trust you.
Yeah,
Right.
guidance, and then can I attempt to tuck it away or assist
On
him in
him?
tucking it
No.
away?
On me?
go ahead.
Because he'll let you hold on to it if you want.
Oh, either way, because
Yeah.
I know you can
I mean,
use sleight of hand to hide things on other people.
Nerithian seemed to get away with it the first time.
Yeah. So it's definitely
Hide your maul?
Yeah.
No. I'm leaving my mom in the room. I'm
You
not
taking your
taking
short
any
sword with you
weapons.
this time?
I probably will try again.
All
yeah.
right, give me a roll.
I was
Alright.
gonna say,
Sorry.
keep in mind it was like a 23
I have some
roll
words
that,
in the
that made me get away with it last time.
Now go ahead and hide it on me. I have no instinct for this.
Okay.
Yeah,
So this time,
that's
this time
unfortunate.
18.
That is very
Is
unfortunate.
it possible to
You
take
gotta
10
roll the-
in 5e?
Huh?
Is it possible to take 10 in 5e?
No.
Yeah. Damn.
It's still like above a 15. I think it's a 17.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
Hell yeah, Bardic Inspiration.
That's pretty good for a
You bardic
1.
ins-
Yeah, that's pretty damn good for a one.
Bardic Inspiration.
All right.
17 total.
So tuck
And
it
you
away.
had
18.
okay, cool. All right, yeah, you guys head back to. You get all the way through to where the guards are, and they start patting down.
Yeah.
No one else brings any weapons, right? David's like, my hands are my weapons.
They are kind of hard. Yeah.
So you're gonna have to leave the dagger with me.
I cannot do that.
Common, just do
Just-
it.
I cannot do that.
Why?
You
It
don't
is
know
a
what I mean?
detriment to the king. Here, he pulls out a special sheath, and he hands it to you. Sheath and knife.
All right. I'll do that.
It grips the handle.
Okay. Oh, and it locks. Oh, that's perfect. Fine by me. I just don't want it going anywhere. I'm not trying to use it.
Don't even try it. Tink, tink, tink. He pats it with his sword. Tink, tink, tink.
I hand it to him.
All right, you're led in straight to the throne room this time. There's no crier this time. You do see King Leopold, and there is a lioness with him that is, also clothed and stuff. It appears to be the queen. She's in the throne next to him. And as you enter, it seems more informal this time. You have the same guards, but they don't cry you in.
Oh.
It's getting towards the evening, and he goes, Elizabeth, these are the heroes I spoke of. She stands up and she comes down the steps towards you all and offers her hand.
It's a very nice hand.
I grab her hand. Your Grace.
Oh. I see you do it, and I'm like,
I do it.
It's okay.
I
Boy.
do the same thing. I just copy.
I don't do it, but I'll be polite about it.
You stare at her.
Do you guys know the top two things?
My husband has told me wonderful things about you all. He said that you were saviors of one of our great towns.
That's
And
true.
You have our deepest and most gracious gratitude.
Perfect.
It is the responsibility of those with the strength to help people to help them.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Well, I must leave, husband. It was lovely to meet you all. I must retire.
The pleasure is all mine.
He walks out. Leopold, he motions for some servants, and they bring in like chairs, like comfortable chairs, and they put them down. He says, "Please, friends, sit. Let's talk."
Certainly.
Your Grace, pleasure to meet you.
Master Common, I have heard you coined as the Giant Killer. I believe. At
Yeah.
least that's what your name has been called.
There was that one. God, I don't even remember his name. He was in the town just before Lord's Mill, and we had to destroy him.
The ogre?
Migosh.
Yeah, Migosh. That was him.
I didn't even realize he had a name.
There's a lot of giants in this land.
Well, it was part of not Tygot, but the Halfgren. They were Everett.
The one
That's
that we
right.
killed, yes.
He was one of his children.
His kin, although he's more of a half father.
I don't think he was actually related. I think that he merely adopted some ogres.
metaphorical.
So servants start bringing what appears to be some wine to each of you, and they also bring some food too. And one of them is a horrendous-smelling pile of garbage that is Pavarotti.
Yes!
Oh my God!
They researched it.
And Reginald goes,
As soon as Fabian smells it, he mage hands it over to himself.
Oh my God!
Leopold goes,
I scoot a little
I
bit.
really
Fabian,
wish
your
that I
manner.
could make it so you could ignore him.
I heard that it was a delicacy in your lands, Fabian.
That is much appreciated.
Although I do not understand certain tastes,
You don't need to.
I do respect them.
All you have to eat is mud. You eat the mud.
He is kind of like, he takes like a like a handkerchief and goes, puts it over his nose a little bit.
Really?
So, yeah, Fabian's like,
Hey, Your Highness, may I assist real quick? I cast Prestidigitation under his nose to make it smell like vanilla in the room.
thank you.
You're welcome.
Also,
I do it to myself.
given the circumstances of this meeting again, might I throw a cloak over the eyes of our enemies, as it were?
My helpers have already taken your advice and done that before you entered.
Just as well done.
This room is shielded. We may speak freely here.
Yeah.
I would caution you, though. We are still building a relationship. I have yet to know you, although I do feel like you're good people, and I want to have a better relationship with you all. But there are some people that I also respect that have said things contrary to what you have said and who you are and what you do. I am forming my own opinion, though.
As a
He looks over at Fabian.
as a wise ruler should do.
I appreciate that kind of objective stance. It is important.
Well, you said yourself that if you weren't my friend, then I would be looking at a possible enemy. So I hope to be friends.
Not inherently an enemy, just a different form of righteousness, I guess.
He starts eating some food. It's lovely to meet you, Master Common. Did your compatriots tell you of our discussion that we had this morning?
That we had some sort of favor to ask you, or we had the ability to do that.
That was one thing, yes.
Yeah.
We spoke on many things.
We've been spending the day considering it. Do you mind? I'm gonna reach for some tubers and some smoked ham and some good stuff, and just like pile on a plate. I'm just gonna dive into it. It's like, yeah, we've been thinking a little bit about it. don't have all the details.
I'm using my manners.
Right.
Same.
I'm stuffed from earlier, so I'm just like,
Yeah, same. I'm just like kind of picking like
Yeah.
neatly at whatever food's in front of me.
I'm copying whatever he does, because
Common's trying to use manners, but it's
I
also
don't know
good.
what to do.
Kind of like that, yes.
When in doubt, pinky out.
Yeah.
No, you're using your manners. I mean, the only one that's eating like an animal is Fabian. And Leopold is kind of ignoring that side of the table.
Yeah. Common's just hoping he just remains like the king doesn't know him. That's fun. Yeah.
So I hope that you found the accommodations in the palace to your liking.
Wonderful.
Certainly.
Yes.
I have spoken with Vincent today. He said that you helped him on one of his great works. He said that he's doing a novel about your people. I can't wait to read it, especially of the
Oh, he wishes to.
Always happy to
soothing.
tell the tales.
yes. Your people interest me, especially the problem that they have with the other nation on your continent, the Spirelings. I've heard rumors of it, but I do not know much of this war. I would be interested to hear it, especially if what you say is true, that they may possibly be enemies of my own.
They're enemies of everybody.
Really. I will tell you that they did send an ambassador to me that spoke with me a week ago.
Who, if we may ask?
His name was Caparian. He was quite polite.
That sounds so familiar.
Very
Where have I heard that?
well spoken. And he said that he spoke with the authority of his people and that they wish to build an alliance with my people and making the water safe between our lands.
That is heavily amusing. If I do say so. He does have a way with words, I must admit, but I must assure you, Caparian is not friendly. I watched him burn my village down.
Oh.
I understand that you have your views on us in comparison to him, but and might not take my warning as it should be taken, but I would never trust him. Not with your life, not with your kingdom, not with the oceans between your two.
Not with this delicious stir fry. Is it like organic? Am I here?
Well, it bodes well for you that you did what you did in Olard's Mill, and that you have the ally of Vincent, because before I heard rumblings of that, I was considering making you possible potential threats to the kingdom. After my talk with him, he did tell me that you were escaped prisoners of theirs.
And we are.
Not Lady Kalika. You didn't mention her. But the rest of you.
Full
You
disclosure.
do have warrants from your country. Right now, I am granting you asylum. He did ask that if we came across any prisoners of theirs that escaped some kind of prison riot on their boats
So-
as they were traveling to us
So,
under the guise of peace,
A couple of things.
Come and let him finish.
Sorry.
that we should return them to him in good faith. I told him that I would think on this. And then I met you, after I heard about you, and I've decided to grant you at least asylum. And any other people that we run across that were prisoners of theirs, we will hold them until we make our own decisions.
That seems reasonable. We are indeed prisoners. You will find our crimes far less befitting of what we were given, I do believe.
We weren't prisoners. It was a slaving ship.
Still considered prisoners. in
Yes.
the
Oh,
eyes
okay.
of everyone involved.
Yeah, it's technicality speaking.
Yes, I mean, we were enslaved. I don't even know what our purpose was. But
Well, we were there to free slaves, but
yes, we were.
Well, my kingdom doesn't condone slavery. So,
Ah,
That is good to hear.
Especially-
Barbaric
but we cannot dictate what other kingdoms do.
Right.
We will never-
Especially La Limpu, they have their own ways, and we are trading partners with them and do much business. So, any of their escaped slaves, we have to return back to them as part of our agreement. If we are to create this alliance with a very powerful nation of Spire, then we would also have to understand their ways as well, which is why I would like to know more about them to make that decision. Of course, I've heard Caparion's version of the story. I've also heard some of my people's versions of what they have seen on their travels. From what I understand, Spire is a very beautiful, lovely country, well ordered, maintained. Many of the nations have fallen under the yoke of the Emperor. So, only the Sealy are at war with them, to my knowledge. And there's a vast rift between them. The Dying Grounds, I believe they were called.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I don't wish to start any sparks of war with any nations. And so, as much as your words trouble me, and I want to be careful how I deal with them, you can understand. As a patriarch, I have to consider my people. And they are powerful, this nation of Spire. Am I at least to understand that that is correct?
Very powerful.
Power built on atrocities, as it were.
A god of conquest.
If you ever wish to learn more about their society, feel free to ask.
I believe I'm going to have someone come and write down all of your thoughts on it. Yes, I would like to read on that.
Perfect.
More importantly, though, I have very much power and very many people loyal to me, but these recent events in Olard's Mill has troubled me greatly. How is it that one of my towns could have become under occupation unbeknownst to me for a year and a half, and I don't hear any rumbling of it?
I believe it would have to be weakness in your network, as it were, if I may be so bold as to say.
You may.
I say in Draconic, may I start flipping tables?
Not yet, still do.
Fine.
I try and talk over them, speaking Draconic, by like going, "Oh man, these are so like just." I hear like the first words of Draconic and I start being a nuisance.
I'm just sitting there quietly because I can't relate.
But would
I don't know what
Can't
to
relate to any of this.
Kalika is the antonym of a nuisance.
I'm like, I'm just gonna try and
So, Master Fabian, tell me about your people. I believe is the Veradun
That's
is what they're
correct.
called.
Yes,
They are members of Spire.
they are, but they kind of stay away from the normalcy of society. They just trade,
Trading partners.
basically.
So you would say the Spire are honorable in their trades and dealings with others.
You could say so.
Then you said that you were near the Sealy lands. You, I believe, might I say, have a noble air to you.
That is fair to say.
So, what sort of dealings have you had with Spire then? If I can understand where you're coming from, perhaps I can understand why they may have burned your village. As you say.
Well, as you seem to know, the Sealy were never truly accepted by Spire. I belonged to a village who wished to extend themselves somewhat into the forests bordering Spire. They wished to expand our area. I was 8 when I saw that man for the first time set fire to the elder's home. and then my mother's, and then everything around me. I was taken in by him and raised to be a magic user.
Well, that doesn't seem callous.
You don't know the half of it, but I promise you when I say it was not as noble as it sounds. When you burn a child's mother in front of him and then try to convince him that it was for a just reason is never, ever good. When you steal a child away from the happy home they were living in and try to corrupt them is never a good thing. I hate that man more than I could ever explain, and I know him better than anyone else because he is my father. And please trust me when I say he is the most foul being in this world.
I do believe that you believe that he's the most foul being in the world, and I will definitely take what you say under advisement. Merithian, you were mentioned as a rebel, an arbiter of chaos, one of the people that hunted spirelings.
I was.
So you not deny that you looked and seeked war out against their empire? As Caparian stated, that they were merely defending themselves against the Seelie onslaught?
They started it.
Too accurate.
After we are chased into holes, slaughtered in dozens, we begin to fight back. The way we fight back is the only way we know how. From the shadows, striking first before the enemy can strike us. I was part of a group that was trained to know how the spirelings think and act and monitor their movements in our lands. And if, by any chance, important officials of Spire were spotted, we were to eliminate them. It is not an honorable fight, and it is not the one my people would have wanted, but it was the only one we could give them.
I spoke with some of your brethren, with Caparian. They said that Spire liberated them.
Then I hope you understand how easy it is to manipulate the mind. Even your most hated enemies can entirely change who and what you are.
Do you recall that thing I was asking you about earlier, the Soul Nexus?
Yes.
It utilizes, and I pull out the Seelie stone, stones like this to control the Seelie, to make sure that they will say and do whatever the Spirelings ask.
Would you allow my mages to look at that?
As long as you do not destroy it, I will allow you to.
In Elvish, Laren, how many more of those do you have?
I have 2 more on me.
I thought you broke them all.
I have told you several times why I haven't destroyed these ones. How dare you? Common, do not talk to me for the rest of tonight. I will let your mages look at them as long as they want, but they are not to destroy them.
Very well. You have my word. And my mage's word.
I'll take mine off and unattune from it.
Alright, he takes one. Be very careful with that. Do whatever testing you may. to verify what he says. Do not destroy it. On my life. The
Thank
mage heads off. Well, I know tough conversations to be had. I apologize if I brought up old wounds, but I must know. I must know.
Some fresh wounds, too.
My people are on the brink of a change. I feel it. I feel it coming. I don't know who I can trust so much anymore. My northern kingdom has been quiet as of late. So I've geared up the southern army.
I'm not throwing accusations. However, I would like to point out that if you are ignorant of violence in your kingdom for so long, that you might look to those who are capable of violence and look to those who could profit from the silence.
That is a daunting task. There's a lot of people that seek power and a lot of people that can take advantage of things.
Certainly, but how many people in Ollard's Mill? In that part of your kingdom? Many, yes, but less than all.
Well, as I promised, I would like to grant each of you titles, lords and ladies of the land. And I would like to put you in charge of Ollard's Mill as a council. You are given hereditary title of the land of Ollard's Mill and the mines. You are also given mining rights in the area. I will have the paperwork written up. Now, these titles are tentative. They can be removed if what you say I find to be lies. But I hope not. And I hope that what you have already shown me in protecting my people will continue. And, of course, I still will grant that boon. But please, make your decision soon.
We have made it, if you will hear it now.
Are you sure?
I believe we are all in agreement, yes?
Yes.
Like you said, protecting the good of this kingdom should come first.
And to that effect, there is a good that we cannot do on our own.
Well, I'm very interested and excited to hear what this boon is.
There is a girl under the... I can't call it employ, but under the care of Idgaf, as it were.
Under the enslavement.
Yes, enslavement, I suppose, is the best way to put it. She is angelborn of some sort. Has had her wings cut off, has been covered in tattoos and forced to work. There is more magic in that room than I have seen in almost anywhere. So I don't believe that it's something we can do on our own. Her father was killed, and she was taken by a great darkness, as it were.
What darkness is this?
Someone known as the Shadowhane, I believe you said?
We understand that he seems to be a dangerous person here, but any injustice that we see, we feel we must fix.
So, speak clearly what your wish from me is.
We want to free her.
We want to provide her residency in the nearby Mage Tower.
We have
Where they
made
will-
arrangements.
They will protect her and make it so she will not be abused by whoever dares call himself her father.
What is her name?
Calliope.
You have my word. She will be set free. Your
Thank you.
boon is granted.
Thank you.
I will have it done this evening. I will go personally. This will enter us into a dangerous affair.
The right
More
thing
so
to
for
do.
yourself than me, just letting you know. because they will find out. I will try to keep it as quiet as possible as why I am doing what I am. But as I said before, power is from those you trust and from those that you are allied with. And the Shadowhane, if so you say, is the owner of this girl, is a proprietor. We have had dealings, and he does things for me to keep peace in places that I cannot keep peace otherwise.
Gray areas, but this one has gone black.
Gray areas. Very well. Get my armor. Gather the troops.
Whoop.
We will go have her released immediately.
Once your mages are done with the stone, if you could return it to my room, I'll be there.
Post haste. You may, of course, enjoy your meal here if you would like, or retire to your chambers.
Your Grace, before we retire, I have one other favor I'd like to ask you. I'm not interested in a lordship or a title or a land so much. The only thing I've really wanted, even close to that regard, since I was a little boy, was to be knighted. And I used to have a title. I was the Willow Knight. And I used to run with a mercenary band, an honorable one, not too long ago.
What's her name?
The Band of the Falling Star.
Yes. They have fallen in recent years.
They did.
Bad business, the Battle of Bergar.
Beep, 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 beep.
Well, I can definitely have that handled for you. You don't want a lordship? Fine.
Thank you.
I would be happy to knight you. As protector of the realm.
Yes.
My sword. He reaches forward, and
no.
one of the guards come forward. If you will kneel,
He
please.
seems to be doing
Yeah, I
things
certainly did.
hastily.
He takes the sword. It's like a long sword that's made out of the gemstone that you saw the armor was made out of. And he,
I just got
Yeah, I follow all
goosebumps.
ceremony.
the power vested in me as his grace, King Leopold. I knight thee, common, as protector of the realm. Do you so swear that you will protect my people as if they were your own children?
I so swear.
Do you abide by the laws of my kingdom?
I so swear.
In the power vested in me, I grant you your knighthood.
Thank you.
Rise. May it be stricken in the. May it be written in the books that Common, Master Common, is now Sir Common.
Yes!
The Willow.
Yes!
As soon as that's over, I get up from the table and I walk out.
I have business to attend to on your behalf.
Oh, excuse me, thank
Thank
you.
you.
I will tell you when she is collected and put in a safe place. And he walks out determinedly. Reginald motions allows you to move.
I don't wait for anyone. I just fucking go to my room.
Following.
I
for
lean
what's
over
worth.
to Common and I go, well, you're not helping us with this anymore.
On what?
Because you promised to follow the rules of the land.
I did.
Oh, shit.
But what they
What they don't know won't kill them.
I crossed my fingers.
It's gonna protect the people. It's gotta protect the people, not the sign.
All right, so you head out. You head out as well. Larry's just booking it. Back to the room.
Mm-hmm.
So you hear like the guards and stuff are getting order. You see more mages like appear, and they start to be gearing up and stuff as well. And you also see some of what look to be like clergy from Hadron, the god of deeds and contracts. They're like lion folk though, but they're like they have those vestiges, and they start gearing up with like weapons and stuff.
This is an ordeal.
The gods
Yeah.
of deeds and contracts.
Wow.
We are going to argue our way out.
They're gonna
of this
log
boulder.
it.
We killed the guy who was making contracts with them.
We did.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that was Poe.
To be fair, Poe betrayed us.
To be fair, he
Poe needed to go.
That-
alright?
he
All right,
broke his
Fabian, do you stay in the
contract
room
with
and eat food?
Oh, I mean, he's taking the boat with him.
Just down the hallway.
I've been trying to follow Laren relatively close.
As soon as I get to I don't know, maybe 500 feet away from my room, my dimension door to the room and lock the door behind me.
Wow.
Just as well.
I'm gonna go out into the garden and give like a badass whistle to meet up with an old friend.
Revealing.
Yeah.
I just imagine the grass from Twilight Princess where you blow and an eagle shows up.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna take a shot and be like, man, you guys have been through some stuff.
Crazy shit.
As they're sitting in the throne room eating
Yeah.
lamb chops.
I cheers you with the shot.
Alright, so you get back into the room and you lock the door. So you come to the room and it's locked.
I'll go into my room and I'll start writing some very intricate Quel'Ith.
Alright. Your eyes roll back in your head.
At this royal table,
It's horrifying.
I think I owe Laren an apology.
What was that about?
So you know those stones?
Yeah.
They have souls in them.
Yes.
And the souls that he has, and I gotta be totally honest, I completely forgot. He has some vengeance souls in them. People who fucked up his childhood. And so I don't blame him for a second, but he doesn't know what it's like.
What is...
He has an into
He
6. I
took
don't blame
mine
him.
for... because it had souls of good people in it. But good people do bad things.
Good people can do bad things,
So-
yeah. Well, and bad people can do good things. I'm not saying these people in these stones were good in any way, but it's not right. Anyway, it's a conviction of mine, and I don't need to make him suffer for it. But, all the same, I'd prefer he broke those.
I mean...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just making sure she was still alive.
Has a chipmunk in her.
There's a timeline where she's not there anymore.
So if it wasn't made clear, I'm curling up with a pillow and crying.
We imagined
it.
Yeah.
So,
We should head back, I guess.
Yeah, we'll head back together.
alright.
I'm a
Do you
nine.
head back to?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys go like look over and
I did not
like he has
realize how
Pop Broccoli on his
emotionally
beard.
torn that would make me feel IRL.
Gosh, Fabian's such a weirdo.
Great.
Emotionally terrible place.
Alright, so you guys make it back to your room.
Yeah.
Everyone's back in the room. Laren's door's locked. Vazra is in her room, and like
There's
you can look
whispers
in
coming
on
from
her. No, nah, you don't hear any of that or anything.
Oh, okay.
Everyone was like, and everyone was like,
I'm going to
Just like...
I'm going to grab her maul, unlock the door, open it up, put it outside the door, slam it, and lock it again.
Okay.
He's so hurt. Oh, man.
I'm gonna sit on the other side of the door and just try to talk to
Yeah,
him.
because you can make him feel better. He's not going to talk to me.
Hey, sleeping buddy.
How's it going, Nate?
Do you,
What's going on here?
Not particularly, no.
Well, you already started talking, so you might continue. You want some snickerdoodles? You can get Reginald to bring us some cookies
What do you want?
to make sure you're okay.
I haven't been okay since I was 8. Nothing has changed.
Then to make it a little more bearable. Any way I can. Oh, God. Wait to corrupt the moment.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. That wasn't fair.
Can you get... You and Vazra can come in. I unlock the door, and I go lay down on the bed, curled up with a pillow.
I hear it, I assume.
Yeah!
Yeah, from your other room.
Really?
Laren speaks.
As we start to go on, I just kind of whisper to Vaz, like, hey, this you know him better than I do, so I'll just hang back here.
I sympathize.
Yeah, I didn't have the greatest childhood either.
My childhood was fantastic, but this is not about me. It's about you.
I thought you said sympathize, like you'd been through something rough.
Oh, I have been through something.
That's what I'm saying!
I shout from my bed, lock the door when you come in.
Okay, I'll shut the door, lock it.
Alright, what's Fabian and Common doing while they're all in power and in Arethian?
I don't know. I was hanging out with Nate in the garden.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
You guys out in the garden?
Yeah, Fabian's just staying there chowing down on the pavaracli.
Yeah, so there's pavaracli in the fridge.
Oh, wait, there's a fridge?
Yeah, we have like coolers.
The like
That's one of the first magic
coolers.
items he introduced in this campaign.
Yeah, it's true.
Maybe it's like, what? A box of coal.
Although this cooler
Goes and gets more.
this cooler is way fancier than like the dorm room fridge that was in the Renegade.
Yeah.
It was
All right, so the three of them are, you three are in the room. You see Laren like curled up in the bed, kind of like hugging a pillow.
So what you guys wanted to say while you're here before I cry myself to sleep?
Sometimes it's okay to just cry.
Not that I cannot say that I understand exactly, but I do sympathize, and there is something I would like to show you, as it were, might help. Run your fingers across this. It's a piece of paper.
I rub my fingers across it.
Does he need to roll anything for it, or?
Yeah, roll me a check.
Int, I'm assuming?
Yep.
20. Hey.
Okay. Your head hurts a little bit, but you gain an experience of whatever she wrote on that paper. I have no idea what it is, but
Yeah.
you know it now.
Yeah.
It's like you feel it. It's almost like you've lived it.
Yeah.
Mm.
You relive this memory. You see, it's very dark in a completely gray cast world, and there is a man that looks remarkably like Vazra, covered in belts, as it were, and he's leaned over, and you can tell he's forcing a smile, and he's going over the story of how he had to kill Vazra's mother because the Raven Queen made him, and it was either that Vazra's mother would die or Vazra would die. I do not understand, but living with knowing that a parent killed a parent is a terrible burden. And I am so sorry that you know that weight.
Fuck, he wore a lot of belts.
It is tradition.
It is tradition.
You know, the guards had a lot of great looking belts. We could go. Take mine.
Bad idea.
I'm kidding.
Do
I'm
it.
kidding.
I can't do it.
Like, I appreciate it, the enthusiasm, but it's...
Giant lion dudes in
That is a
gem
really
armor.
bad idea. I'm sorry you had to go through that too, I guess.
I don't mean to take the attention off of myself. I just wanted you to know that that is not something you have to be alone in.
I'm sorry for not telling you guys sooner. I didn't see a need in it right away. And I don't like acknowledging that part of me that is there. And I'm gonna get off the table. Or table? I was looking at the table!
He was
I'm gonna
laying
get
on
off
the table weeping.
I'm gonna get off the bed. I'm going to remove my jacket and my armor and gonna reveal my back, and it is entirely covered in scars and various lashes, and there's a single burnt-in palm print in the very center of the back. I don't like acknowledging that this ever happened, and it always hurts, and I can't ever let that go. I'm sorry that I didn't tell you.
Scars are hard to talk about, and they never stop hurting.
It's nothing to apologize for.
He's gonna just kind of awkwardly, like, hug them both and just kind of cry, but they're both really short in comparison to him.
My horns are like hitting
It's
you
like
a little
it's like
bit.
a
No, he like tucks
mother
his...
feeding her babies.
Yeah, he kind of like He's like almost right angle bending over to like lay his head on both of your guys' shoulders.
How tall is Laren again?
He's 6'2".
Oh, okay.
But they're like,
You're like a foot taller
short.
than me.
Oh yeah, totally.
I'm less than 5 feet.
I mean, Gleek is taller than everybody.
You
with
almost poked your
horns,
eye out
but-
on Gleek's ones. Yeah.
Hey,
I feel like they're pretty easy to avoid
Yeah.
if you
Well,
see
like,
them there.
tilt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not if Kalika
This way,
doesn't
hug
want him
that
to.
way.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I did a number on the couch, so.
Yeah, you did. Straight through.
So, and then you hear a missive. Your friend, Calliope, is delightful.
Finally, some good news. She's safe with Vincent.
Good.
Excellent. Then maybe that's something that can be slept on that is not so painful to think about.
Thank you, Vincent. You're a very good friend. I'm glad that you're on our side.
Always. As long as Vazer's on your side.
Damn.
So, Vincent, not gonna lie.
I'm just thirsty.
That's what I'm about to say. Not gonna lie. You're laying it on a kind of thick.
Well, I mean, can you ask her maybe if she would be my wingman?
Vincent, I'm gonna be real with you. In painting, there's this
Common sneezes outside.
there's this strategy called having two thin coats. Right now, you're glopping on that paint, bud.
#/Reddit thread. Nice guys. Gotcha.
Yeah. Hashtag nice guys.
no.
You getting it? I'm willing to help, but bud, you gotta chill out a little bit.
Okay. Then don't tell her I said goodnight and sweet dreams.
I'll tell her that you said it to everyone, so it seems less creepy.
Yeah, that sounds better. Thanks.
I just love that I'm getting none of this.
Everyone just sitting there and he's like just zoning out. We're like,
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And then you hear in your head, "Thank you, Laren." And with that, we will call it a night.
We did it!
yay!
And I'm Sir Common!
Thank you guys for tuning out. We'll see you next week here on ADDnD.
I'm gonna cry when I get home.
Thank you so much for watching.